Honest Abe Roofing is America's favorite roofing company.
They took the time to discuss all of our needs.
I couldn't be happier with my new roof.
The best part? They came in under budget.
Honest Abe Roofing helped us with their easy payment solutions, and now we can make low payments on the roof that we actually wanted.
I guarantee you'll get the best price for your roof. That's what my ironclad lowest investment guarantee is all about.
I think it's a very big deal that we have AMCUS, providing us with the AMCUS cutting tools throughout our series and World Racing Group. It's good that we were able to get a product in that's reliable and it does the job. If for some reason we had to cut a car apart or get access to a driver or a patient, we know that this tool here is definitely the one that we're going to work the best, get us in there quickly.
If this is your idea of ladylike, you're gonna fit right in. Join us at Toyota Racing.
Now showing the World of Outlaws Real American Beer Late Model Series, presented by DIRTVision. Featuring the best drivers, biggest races.
Fantastic start! The Reaper strikes! He wins the 2025 season opener!
And best coverage of dirt late model racing.
My name is Ashton Smythe. I'll be covering all of the action.
Powerful late models on the planet!
DIRTVision is home to the greatest shows on dirt.
$365 days have passed and the wait is over. It's time to get Falsey here for the 35th running of the Prairie Dirt Classic. Welcome in to the World of Outlaw Real American Beer Late Models presented by DIRTVision. My name is Ashton Smythe and I'll be covering all of the action trackside today. Joined up in the booth in just a little bit by the voice of the World of Outlaws, Ruben Morales. And whether you're joining us here in Fairbury, Illinois or watching at home on DIRTVision, thank you so much for spending your Friday evening with us. It is sure a hot one out here today. We've seen some scattered showers throughout the day, but nothing that should affect us right now. The sun is out and shining, 82 degrees here in Illinois. A beautiful day for racing, and if I can tell you one thing, the fans are ready, the drivers are ready. The energy here at Falls is electric, and let's get ready for some racing action. But before we kick it off, let's go over a few things to keep your eye on for tonight. Like I said, 35th running of the Prairie Dirt Classic here at Fairbury American Legion Speedway, a semi-banked quarter-mile racetrack. Kyle Strickler holds the track record here at a 12:143 that was set back in 2020. Two drivers are tied for the most PDC wins, one of which is driving here tonight. Billy Moyer Sr. has 5 wins dating back to 92 and his most recent coming in 2010. And then Bob Pierce, also on property but not racing this evening, his most recent win coming in 01 and winning 3 in a row row, 1999, 2000, and 2001. We have 9 previous winners of the Prairie Dirt Classic racing here tonight, dating all the way back to 1992 to as recent as the 2024 champion, Bobby Pierce. Tim McCready on property, Dennis Erb Jr., Brandon Shepard, Shannon Babb, a local favorite here. Lots of Shannon Babb fans in the stands here at Fairbury. Ricky Thornton Jr., your 2023 winner, Jason Fager, also on property. Billy Moyer Sr., I mentioned, JD, Superman, Jonathan Davenport, and as recent as your winner from last year, Bobby Pierce. And let's take a trip back to last year's Prairie Dirt Classic, and what an absolute fairy tale that it was for the smooth operator and that 32 team. Going into the feature, had some issues early on. Next thing you know, he's in the hot pit and at the tail of the field. The laps keep clicking off for the 100 laps at the Prairie Dirt Classic, and it comes down to the very last lap where Bobby Pierce throws the slider on Nick Hoffman and takes the lead on the last lap and becomes a Prairie Dirt Classic winner. His first ever time, but before that, bad luck had always plagued Bobby Pierce every single time he'd roll through here at Fairbury Speedway for the Prairie Dirt Classic. It was almost a battle of how are you going to lose? But last year that all changed around, and he's even proving that now that he has that monkey off his back, he's come to play here at Fairbury Speedway, picking up a win earlier on Wednesday at Flow Night in America. Now rolling into tonight, he feels very, very confident and excited to be back here at the Prairie Dirt Classic. We caught up with him earlier on today about how he's feeling being back after that fairy tale of last year, how he's going to top that, and what's it like having his dad, a 5-time winner of this event, a part of this crew.
You know, obviously we always had a monkey on our back at the PDC. Just something was always, whether it was a big issue, a small issue, just something kept me from winning the race. You know, we were one of the fastest cars for a long time. Like Ruben had said in his deal, like 262 laps, you know, and it is crazy to think all them laps we led and we never won the race until we finally got it done on the very last lap. But definitely a fairy tale last year. It doesn't get more crazy than that. Like I said, that was the craziest race I've ever been a part of, and everyone here at Fairbury, like, sorry, but to beat that race and just all the drama it had, it's going to be tough to beat that, but it's going to be really tough to win another one. Obviously, it took me a long time to just win that first race, so we'll see what we got. Obviously, right now, like I said, we got a good car heading this weekend, so now I look forward to coming here at the PDC instead of in the past. I've always kind of looked at, like, man, just another year at the PDC, you know, where we just don't have a lot of luck, and my dad has won this race 5 times, so to finally win it, you know, now instead of people saying, oh, when are you going to get that first win, now it probably transitions to when are you going to catch your dad and with 5 wins, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
Bobby said himself, I don't know if I can catch my dad quite yet, but he's going for back-to-back this year. And the last driver to go back-to-back was his dad, Bob Pierce. But 24 years ago, in 2000 and 2001, was the last time a driver went back-to-back with Prairie Dirt Classic wins. Here tonight and tomorrow, Bobby Pierce hoping to do that here this weekend. So keep your eye on the 32. Another driver who's had so many second-place runs here at the Prairie Dirt Classic and is hoping to top that and finally take a trip down to the bank at the end of the night tomorrow, and that is the 157 of Mike Marlar. 6 starts at the Prairie Dirt Classic for him, 3 of those starts being second place runs as recent as of 2022. Last year, started 3rd, ended up finishing 4th in the feature as well, had a 9th place run a few years ago as well, and then his other feature run did not start, did not finish that 100-lap feature race on the Saturday portion. But other than that, he also has 3 showdown wins, which we'll see the showdowns later on here tonight, including a win in the 2024 portion of the Prairie Dirt Classic. So we'll see what Mike Marlar can do here tonight. We got up with him earlier on in the pits about how special it would be to finally get that PDC win and what he thinks about Fairbury Speedway.
Well, I'm glad to be here, and I enjoy racing here. And I've had a lot of near wins here. You know, won the prelims a little bit, and won other races, but not the PDC. So it'll be fun to win it. But you know, I don't let it weigh them. I really don't think too much about it. I just know I got to do my best. And if my best is good enough that day, then it's good enough. You know, you got multiple tracks in 100 laps. You know, you got a wide open one for a while, and there's some point in that race you're going to be barely giving it fuel and just creeping out there, you know, so and then to the cushion, to the bottom, and lots of lap traffic. So It's hard to get behind those guys and get around them, you know. So it's pretty important. It definitely can be done from the rear. Bobby had a problem there last year, went back deep and won it. So if your car's good enough, you can win from anywhere, but it's a lot easier when you're already up there. You know, we've always wanted to go down here to the bank and cash in, you know, and we've come so close a few times and hadn't got it done. So it'd be fun to do that. It'd be a fun team experience, and for Skyline and Greg and those guys, it'd be an awesome deal. So it'd be fun if we could do that.
Mike Marlar, very happy to be back on property at Fairbury Speedway, and also has a little bit of momentum going into this weekend here at Fairbury, picking up the most recent World of Outlaw Real American Beer Late Model Series presented by DIRTVision win back at Sharon Speedway just a few weeks ago. So keep your eye on those few drivers with the late models this weekend, but we also have 2 more titles to crown this weekend as well. We're also joined by the Dirt Car Summit Modified Nationals, part of the Summer Nationals here, and they will crown not only a PDC champion, but their modified national champion as well this weekend. And Tyler Nicely has been the one to watch all summer long. 13 starts with the Summer Nationals, 8 of those being wins. 67-point lead on Trevor Neville, and him checking into PDC here this weekend pretty much checked that box for that national championship for Tyler Nicely. So keep your eyes on all of those guys as the drama heats up for the modifieds as well. But before we kick off racing action, let's take a look at the order of events going into tonight. Like I said, late models and modifieds on tap, but the late models will kick it off with their hot lap session, followed by the modified hot lap qualifying sessions. Then the late models back out on track for their group qualifying session. 2 groups. Each of the drivers will have 2 laps to set their fastest time here. We'll then take a quick break from on-track action for opening ceremonies before we move into the World of Outlaw Real American Beer Late Models Showdown features. 25 laps apiece. The top 4 from each of them will be locked into the 100-lap show tomorrow night, but the top 2 will make their way into the redraw later tomorrow, and $5,000 go into the winner of each of those 25-lap features. Then the Dirt Car Summit Modified National Showdown features 4 of them, 15 laps apiece, same thing, 4 locked into the PDC race tomorrow, top 2 into that redraw tomorrow. Like I said, my name is Ashton Smythe, and I'll have you covered with everything happening on the grounds here tonight. But Ruben Morales up in the tower. I'm super excited to be here. This is my first PDC. It's been so much fun so far. The fans, the drivers, the energy is absolutely electric, but the format's a little bit different than what we're used to. Like we said, those showdown features are going to be super interesting. 25 laps and only 4 drivers, and with 125 cars between the late models and modifieds, man, Ruben, we're looking forward to a great night of racing.
Yeah, we really are. Good evening to you, Ashton, and yeah, it's going to be a fun one. Another great edition of the Prairie Dirt Classic here. Welcome into the booth. My name's Ruben Morales. I'll be joined by the voice of Fairbury Speedway, Mike Norris, here in just a few moments. It is a fun one. We have a total of 78 entries for the World of Outlaws here this evening. By the way, the highest average car count in all of dirt late model racing, other than the World and the Dirt Late Model Dream. Mike Norris, that is #Falls.
Yes, it's going to be amazing. I'm so super excited and so proud of the event. Matt Curl and his staff here, of course, us here at the Fairbury Speedway. Congratulations to everybody here that's got one of those red shirts on that says crew on it. They worked their butts off, and we really look forward to this weekend. And man, to have 78 late models, Real American Beer, World of Outlaw late models here this weekend. It's just eye-opening, and it goes to show, you know, when you put your heart and soul into something and do it right, it happens. We made it happen here this weekend, and we're going to have a damn good race. It's going to be an awesome weekend, my friend.
Yeah, we are. So Ashton went over the format, and I just want to go over it again for the race fans watching at home on DIRTVision. 39 cars in World of Outlaws Real American Beer Late Model Qualifying Group A, 39 cars in Group B. Group A will set the lineup for features 1 and 2, and Group B for features 3 and 4. Mike, the top 4 will be locked into tomorrow's Prairie Dirt Classic. Tomorrow, we'll just have 2 last chance showdowns, our non-qualifiers feature and the 100-lap Prairie Dirt Classic. Man, every single feature tonight, Mike, is going to be stacked. There's no easy one. There's no easy one.
No, I don't. We'll go through some of the groups here, and looking to me, Group A as of course stacked here. Looking down the line as cars getting ready to roll onto the speedway here in just a bit. Garrett Alberson, Jonathan Davenport, Jason Fager, Dennis Erb, Bobby Pierce. Some of the cars here. Then you got Brian Shirley, Tyler Erb, Josh Rice, Ethan Dodson, Ricky Thornton Jr., Tim McCready, all in Group A. So
9 past champions racing the PDC this weekend. That includes Tim McCready, Dennis Erb Jr., Bobby Pierce, Brandon Shepard, Shannon Babb, Ricky Thornton Jr., Billy Moyer Sr., Jason Fager, and Jonathan Davenport. All the previous champions racing here. One that stands out to me, Brandon Shepard. Last time he was here at the PDC with a rocket mic, he won $100,000.
Yes.
And he won. He came back with a rocket car. The Summer Nationals had a flat then, but it don't matter. But he got second in the Lucas race here in May.
Yes,
so
he did.
He's going to be fun to watch in that rocket house car here this week.
And over the last month, maybe month and a half, he's been one of the most consistent drivers in the country, rarely finishing outside the top 10. As cars are rolling onto the track, Ruben, for the first time, PDC 3-5. Let's do it, baby.
Onto the speedway first. That's going to be Brandon Overton out of Evans, Georgia. And that Riggs Motorsports Longhorn Factory Dude Wipes number 76. Mike Brandon Overton, 3 PDC starts, best finish 9th in 2021.
Definitely going to be a threat here this weekend. Was a threat earlier with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, and a driver right behind him who's had some success here at Falls.
Yeah, that's Dalton Wilson in the number 18D. Wilson got 3rd last year, Mike.
Yep.
That was his 2nd PDC start.
Absolutely, a driver right behind him you know very well.
Yeah, Garrett Alberson, Las Cruces, New Mexico, 3 PDC starts, best finish 8th a year ago.
And the Dyer's Top Rod Z61, he hails out of Chino, Illinois, just down the road. How about it for Alex Wilson?
Trying to make his first PDC. Right behind him, Jaden Frame, also trying to make his first PDC. He's out of Decker, Tennessee in the 81.
And how about this, making his first PDC trip? How about it, RacingDreams.com, car number 14, that is Doug Carls. Doug Carl's always been a racing dream to race at the Prairie Dirt Classic. Ladies and gentlemen, racing dreams do come true. Doug Carl's, glad to have you, my man, at the Prairie Dirt Classic.
That's cool stuff. Final driver out there, the number 7, David Payne at Cabot, Arkansas.
The coach.
The coach.
Yes.
And how about this? So he's the assistant, for those that don't know what we're talking about, he is the assistant coach in football and wrestling at Cabot High School. And Mike, he's a 2-time state champion in wrestling the last 2 years. How about that? You don't want to mess with that guy.
Don't go get in a fight.
Oh, yeah. That's the last guy you want to get in a fight. Or I guess second. You got Kyle Hammer and Don Hammer.
He is a true, real American beer, World of Outlaw. For sure.
Just to mention with the World of Outlaws, Mike, it pays in hot laps. If you have the Dirt King Simulator sticker and you are the fastest hot lap, you get $100. But it carries over if you don't have the sticker. Both nights at Sharon, Nick Hoffman didn't have the sticker. Okay. So it's $300 to the driver that has the Dirt King Simulator's fastest hot lap tonight, as long as they have the Dirt King Simulator sticker on their car. And right now it's Brandon Overton, 13124, and I don't believe he has the sticker. That's $300 just to be fastest in hot lap today.
That's a pretty good hot lap session. Normally, I'd say, what do you get for winning hot laps? Nothing. Yeah. Tonight's $300. Hey,
yeah, that's right. Go. Up next, the reigning Prairie Dirt Classic champion out of Oakwood, Illinois, the 32 of Bobby Pierce. Mike, of course, we touched on it, right? 2 seconds, 2/3. He never won it. 262 laps led, and he finally got it done a year ago in the 32.
It's going to be one to watch, isn't he, this weekend?
Yes.
It's definitely the favorite year winner Wednesday night. Mandy put on a show. We didn't think he could run the top for 50 laps. He didn't for all 50, but when that cat needs to get on the top shelf and get things done, he gets it done. 32's the favorite here this weekend.
Yeah, definitely going to be fun to watch him. Boom Briggs on the Speedway, new sponsor, a New York cannabis processor. That's nice in the 99B sponsored entry here this weekend. Other driver on the Speedway, you know him, Mike, Jeffrey Ledford.
Yeah, Jeffrey Ledford in that Dynasty chassis, and 8L, his brother, took the Dynasty chassis to its first feature win ever here at the Fairbury Speedway, so congratulations to the madman Michael Ledford. But yeah, those Dynasty chassis and 8L do have a feature win in 2025.
Trying to make his first PDC. And also the 26M piloted by Miles Moose. Miles Moose behind the Brent McKinnon Racing number 26M, also trying to make his first PDC come tomorrow.
It's going to be fun to watch Miles Moose this weekend, and always a good time. He was so close to winning one of those showdown features. Was it last year or 2 years ago? He was
really close.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. How about a former PDC champion, 2012 PDC champion, Jason Fager, fresh off his Dirt Car Summer Nationals Championship. Jason Fager, 2 top 5s, 4 top 10s in his 11 PDC starts, and another PDC champion, Dennis Erb Jr. in the number 28, Mike. Of course, Dennis Erb Jr. knows how to get around falls.
Yeah, and he's got a win with us here in the Mars Series. Speaking of 2-time champion Jason Fager in the Mars Series, Dennis Erb Jr. picked up a win as well with the Mars Championship Late Model Series. I believe one of his only wins of 2025. So we'll see how he does. He was our fastest qualifier back on Wednesday night as well, Ruben.
Jonathan Davenport, of course, good run Wednesday night in the 49. 6 PDC starts, the 2015 Prairie Dirt Classic champion in the 49. And there's the T2 on your screen. Brayton Wallace out of Peoria, Illinois, trying to make his first PDC.
And formerly Todd Bennett owned, I believe. Todd Bennett owned T2.
Brandon Overton still atop of the charts with the Dirt King Simulator's fastest hot lap. Dennis Erb Jr. goes second quick, Bobby Pierce third, Garrett Alberson fourth, Jonathan Davenport fifth. I do want to bring something up. Jonathan Davenport and Nick Hoffman, if you've been paying attention on the broadcast recently, him and Nick Hoffman have been bouncing off ideas on some setup stuff. That's going to be a 2-driver combo that you want to keep your eye on here this weekend, Nick Hoffman and Jonathan Davenport. Next group led out by Matt Furman in the 51. Matt Furman trying to make his first Prairie Dirt Classic start tomorrow. Right behind him, MD3 Rookie of the Year contender out of Winona, Minnesota. That is going to be Jake Tim, trying to make his first Prairie Dirt Classic tomorrow night. In the 3S out of Chatham, Illinois, that's going to be Brian Shirley, 14. Prairie Dirt Classic starts for Shirley. Best finish third in the 2010 PDC, got 7th last year. 3 top 5s, 10 top 10s in his career of the Prairie Dirt Classic. Joining us from Wapakoneta, Ohio, Jerry Bowersock in the house here this weekend. Good to see Bowersock. Has never made the PDC, Mike. Only 3 World of Outlaws starts. Best finish 17th at Attica back in 2008.
Yeah, just wanted to come out here and do some racing here at the Fairbury Speedway. I know he's getting on the other side of that career, but always wanted to come out and do some racing here at the Fairbury Speedway. Brought the modified with him as well, so we're going to another one of those drivers driving double duty tonight.
Austin Howes right behind him out of Lewistown, Missouri, trying to make his first Prairie Dirt Classic. He's in his first full year of super late model competition. Other drivers on the speedway here on DIRTVision, you'll see the number 12, a Doug Drown out of Wooster, Ohio, trying to make his first Prairie Dirt Classic tomorrow.
Yeah, good old hammer down, Doug Drown. Another one of those drivers having some success out there in the Mid-Ohio Valley right there, winning some features. We'll see how number 12 does here this weekend.
Now, probably this is the first guy you don't want to mess with here, the muscle guy, Kyle Hammer. You don't want to mess with LFH here out of Clinton, Illinois. Kyle Hammer driving the Steve Shepard car. He's driven this car for a little bit here this summer. He has 1 PDC start. Mike got 24th in 2023.
Yeah, I might go around with Kyle, but I don't know about Don. So we'll leave it at that.
How about Ricky Thornton Jr., winner of the Prairie Dirt Classic just 2 years ago, Mike? Got 21st last year, of course, after hitting the wall. But, of course, the Prairie Dirt Classic champion in 2023. He'll be fun to watch here this weekend.
Oh, absolutely. 20RT is going to put on a show. When it comes time to pay the bills, the 20RT is going to be up front. Him, 49, I know, is out there as well. Speaking of another driver who was having, another 49 right there. Another one of those past modified drivers, about Jake Tim.
Yeah, an MD3 Rookie of the Year contender. He's been doing really well with the Outlaws as a late Mike in that 49. Jake Tim really got a 5th place at Norman County and got a 6th place at Deer Creek. He's really been stepping it up as a late. Good to see that. So those are all the drivers on the speedway here in this hot lap session. Brandon Overton still the quickest with a 13.124.
We mentioned Brian Shirley. Was he one of the first guys you mentioned?
Yep.
Good to have Brian Shirley back with us as well. He's a PDC Showdown champion. He's won the PDC Shootout, to get in the shootout.
Yeah, best finish in the PDC, Mike, is 3rd back in 2010 for Shirley.
Very good. They're going to come back and qualify. Normally we had late model. Yeah, we had mods in between. The late models are going to hot lap and then come back and qualify.
And there's enough time. I mean, you have 39 cars in Group A, then 39 cars in Group B. There's 10 hot lap sessions today. So that gives the drivers in Group A, of course, a hot lap first, enough time to go back, turn around, and do whatever they need to do. Ricky Thornton Jr. now with the Dirt King Simulator's fastest hot lap, 12.971. 12.971 for Ricky Thornton Jr., who did well on the flow night on Wednesday night.
Yeah, we did not get into the 12 marks even in qualifying, so they're already in the 12 marks here in hot laps, so pretty cool. Great job, Ricky Thornton Jr.
Next group led out by the number 11, Austin Smith, in the Cedartown Electric number 11. Austin Smith trying to qualify into his 2nd PDC. He made the show last year, got 24th in the 11. Right behind him, it's going to be T-Mac, Tim McCready, Mike. Tim McCready, one of the 9 PDC champions competing this weekend. 6 PDC starts. He was the champion in 2014.
About a month ago, he got pretty hot there. Was winning a couple features. You never know. It's top side Timmy are another one of those consistent drivers that probably going to be there at the end.
Absolutely. Josh Rice on the Speedway as well. He's made the Prairie Dirt Classic twice. Best finish 11th in 2023.
Good to have Josh Rice, the driver out of Verona, Kentucky.
He's going to be fun to watch this
Yes,
weekend.
he is up there on that Falls cushion. We know what he can do at other places, especially Florence Speedway. And I know what he can do here at the Fairbury Speedway. We'll see how Josh Rice does in 11 tonight.
Trevor Gundaker on your screen. He's trying to make his first PDC this weekend. And our most recent winner on the tour with the World of Outlaws winner at Sharon 2 weeks ago, the Winfield Warrior, Mike Marlar. 5 Prairie Dirt Classic starts, Mike. He's been so close. Not once, not twice, but 3 times he's finished second in this event.
Driver heading in the right direction, no doubt. Getting some steam when it needs the most.
Darren Klein in the 10, also joining us out of Fairview Heights, Illinois, trying to make his first Prairie Dirt Classic. Other drivers on the Speedway, Mike Turbo, Tyler Erb out of New Waverly, Texas. Turbo has 4 PDC starts, got 4th in 2022. That's his best PDC finish. And Cody Overton out of Evans, Georgia, Mike.
Another gasser.
Trying to make his first PDC.
Yeah. Another driver is up on the wheel. Again, Illinois Speed Weeks. He got a big race win at Spoon River. So,
won the Summer Nationals race at Montpelier, right?
Very good. Those Georgia boys.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to invade Illinois and take some of our money, right?
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Man, there's Mike Marlar. And I'm telling you what, he won at Sharon. He had to reel in Bobby. Bobby had like a 4-second lead. Marlar reeled him in, passed him, and took off. I mean, now's the perfect time that you want to do that because he hasn't won this thing, Mike. He's a World of Outlaws champion. He knows how to get around here, and man, he's finished second 3 times.
Speaking of them Overtons, how about Cody? We just talked about him. 12.988, so close to that $300, but he's second fastest for number 2.
Yep, second fastest. Ricky Thornton Jr. still has the Dirt King Simulator's fastest hot lap. If Ricky Thornton Jr. has the Dirt King Simulator sticker, he will get the $300. If not, tomorrow will be $400 for hot laps, Mike. The last driver to check in today, Blaze Burwell.
I was just going to say.
Yes, Blaze Burwell
Wow.
out of Mount Vernon, Illinois. I was going through my notes, and I was panicking because we're at drivers meeting. I'm like, wait, there's one guy that I don't have, and it's Blaze Burwell. Went to go get his notes real quick. Trying to make his first PDC here this weekend.
Kryptonite? Yes.
Yep, still Kryptonite by Burwell. Mullins Power, number 44.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Another gasser, 74, my friend.
Yeah, he won in Illinois already, right? Won the Illini 100 the first night there at Farmer City. 74X, Ethan Dodson. He is trying to make his first Prairie Dirt Classic.
Best nickname in racing behind him.
Yeah, well, which one? Alpine Assassin, right?
Okay, sure.
or Hot Sauce?
I like Hot Sauce.
I like Hot Sauce, too. Now, Tomas told me he likes the Alpine Assassin because Rick Eshelman gave it to him.
Very good.
He's like, you know what? Eshelman gave me that. I love that. So, but, hey, both are good.
Yeah.
I guess with the World of Outlaw Sprint Cars, you got, what, Hot Sauce?
Yeah.
Giovanni Selzy, right?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. All right. 99
Sorry,
Junior.
not a sprint car guy. My bad.
Yeah. Frank Heckenes Jr. also on the Speedway to Frankfort, Illinois. He has 9 Prairie Dirt Classic starts. Best finish 7th in 2019. 3 top 10s in the PDC for him. Other driver on the Speedway, Mike Braden Keller, his first year in a super late model. He almost won here.
Yeah.
He almost won here. He did win at Farmer City this year, though.
Young man is going to be pretty good. We talked about some young talent here at the Fairbury Speedway. That Braden Keller is one of them. Here's another one. Chase Osterhoff in 130. The Osterhoff fence 130. We'll talk about Caden McQuarter coming up here in a little bit. But first, we got Chris Simpson. He's had some success here at Falls.
Yeah, Chris Simpson 7 times he's qualified into the Prairie Dirt Classic. He's finished 7th twice, 2017 and 2022. Other drivers on the Speedway, the 75, Dylan McCown out of Urbana, Missouri.
Another young gasser.
Yeah, trying to make his first PDC. Just did the whole Hell Tour.
Got a Mars win at Kankakee County Speedway with us a year ago.
Oh, yeah. Those are all the drivers on the Speedway, Mike. Fun group here.
Yes, it is. We'll see how they do. Of course, 44 Blaze Burwell about beat Shannon Babb not too long ago here at the Fairbury Speedway. So, good race there. I believe that was a year ago. Burwell. None of them up there.
I believe Chris Simpson is the fastest out of the. Oh, Frankie. He was 5th. Frank Hecken has 13.235. Chris Simpson was 6th overall. Dylan McCowan 7th overall. So 12.971. For Ricky Thornton Jr. is the time to beat here in the Dirt King Simulator's fastest hot lap. How about this driver, Mike?
Ready.
Chubb Frank. Returning to the PDC.
I'm going to do my best. Rick.
Go ahead.
You ready?
Please, yes.
Chubbzilla.
I love it. I love it. That was one of my favorite things Eshelman always did.
Oh, yeah.
Chubb Frank, 5 PDC starts. Best finish 10th twice in 2013 and 15. Last PDC start for Chubb Frank, 2017.
Wow. Welcome back, Chubb.
Yeah, good to have Chubbzilla here. Right behind him, the number 48. Yes, Cone. Hunter Cone. How about this? A 4-time Millbridge Speedway Outlaw Kart champion. 18-year-old, 4th-generation driver in his first year of Super Late Model. 7 races. Best finish 11th at Cherokee. Trying to make his first PDC. Hunter Cone in the 48.
Good
By the way,
him.
watch Millbridge on DIRTVision. If you would have seen him on DIRTVision, you'd know who he is.
Yeah.
There you go.
Very good.
15, Justin Duty out of Molalla, Oregon. Justin Duty in the 15, trying to make his first PDC.
Defending Rookie of the Year on the Mars Championship Series. He's been better and better. Posted one of his best finishes ever. Second a week ago.
That's right, yeah, Rookie of the Year. You know this guy, Mike.
Yeah.
He's won this thing a
he
time
was
or
fun.
two.
Yeah,
or 3.
he races. How about it for the Moweaqua Missile? We got a Shannon Babb fans here tonight. See what the 18 can do.
3-time Prairie Dirt Classic champion. The 17 SS Brendan Smith out of Dade City, Florida, also just wrapped up the Dirt Car Summer Nationals, trying to make his first Prairie Dirt Classic.
Yep, Alan Weiser, A-Dog, former driver of the year here at the Fairbury Speedway. Gang car number 25, and I believe our final driver should be 5th in points at the Fairbury Speedway. Former champion of LaSalle Speedway, former champion of Kingston County Speedway. How about it for Mike Provenzano? And Provenzano's got issues.
Hey, he has 2 PDC starts, though.
Okay, and he's off the pace.
Yeah, that's unfortunate start for
Provenzano.
Yeah, man. Here's a DIRTVision replay of what happened with Provenzano.
Broke right here. That car snapped straight right. Coming in.
It hikes up there.
It just didn't turn.
Yeah.
Something on the right front. I don't know if he had a flat tire maybe, or if something broke on the right front, but problems for Mike Provenzano.
Unfortunate start for him. We're talking about Chubb Frank. There he is on your screen, Chubbzilla. 13th on the all-time wins list.
Remember that?
16.
Remember that green and white? Remember the green and white Chubb Frank diecast?
I have a diecast, actually. I have the little diecast, yes.
He always created one of the best diecast cars, the Chubb Frank diecast
cars. How about this?
Cars.
He goes 5th quick, Mike. 5th quick for Chubbzilla. Let's go.
Babb looks good. Quick time.
Oh, Shannon
Fastest in
Babb.
hot laps, should say.
The Moweaqua Missile.
Pick it up, man.
Yeah, it is. 12.875 for Shannon Babb. Now with the Dirt King Simulator's fastest hot lap, the 3-time Prairie Dirt Classic champion, trying to make his 24th Prairie Dirt Classic tomorrow. 13 top 5s, 18 top 10s in his Prairie Dirt Classic career. I mean, that's a lot of PDC starts right there. That's fantastic. How about this driver?
Moweaqua Missile.
Oh, yeah. He finished 5th for the 2nd time a year ago in the PDC. Chase Younghands out of Manhattan, Kansas. Glad to have him here this weekend. He participated in the golf outing yesterday. Mike Harrison also on the Speedway to Highland, Illinois. Mike Harrison, the 33, made the PDC in 2023, got 28th.
28th. Also, we'll see Harrison, another one of those drivers doing double duty, having a pretty good year in that 33 car. Had a injury. Lyle Zanker out of Rockford, Illinois, also on the Speedway in car number 9. Driver out of Rockford, Illinois, in 9. Lyle Zanker also on the track. How about this guy? He can gas her up. Is that Racing Jason?
That's Racing
in
Jason
12?
Jameson.
Not Racing Jason.
No,
the
not Racing Jason, which, by the way, not here this year. But yeah, Jason Jameson has one PDC start, got 29th back in 2018.
Pretty cool podcast right there. Speaking of Racing Jason, ripping
Tuesday
the lip.
nights.
Ripping the lip on Tuesday nights. Who else we got out there?
We got Clay the Shark, Clay Harris out of Jupiter, Florida, got 2nd in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Rookie of the Year point standings last year. Clay Harris trying to make his first PDC.
Another Floridian, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. And there's Nick Hoffman, led 78 laps in last year's Prairie Dirt Classic. He's going to be fun to watch this year, which, by the way, he made more money than Bobby Pierce last year. We'll touch on that later. There's Gordy Gundaker in the number 11.
Gordy's had some you and I were calling the race when he had one of those magical runs when he was middle at the bottom when he won the Summer National race. That was fun.
And then he went on to win the Herald Review 100.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Good to have Gordy with us tonight, and Trevor.
Yeah.
They're in the pits in their same parking spot at the pit area. And, I'm sure there'll be some fun there later on tonight.
There was last night. There's the 24 Ryan Unzicker, 12 PDC starts. Mike, he's finished 2nd twice in this event as well. Ryan Unzicker got 2nd in the 2011 and 2017 PDC. He got 25th a year ago. 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s for Ryan Unzicker in his 12 Prairie Dirt Classic starts.
Having a solid season, just won at Federated Auto Parts I-55 Speedway in Peevely, Missouri.
I tell you, don't sleep on him.
No,
I like Ryan Unzicker.
Yeah.
They have good equipment.
He had a great Wednesday night.
Oh, Fairbury, how about this?
Uh-oh.
How about this?
NWO,
back in the 42.
speaking of wrestlers.
Hey, by the way, Derek Kessinger has his note up here.
Yeah.
Chatty 1, Fairbury 0. Could finally a Fairbury driver just finally win the PDC, Mike? It could be this driver right here.
Yeah, those folks over in turn 3. Any NWO members over there? Could it be new winger order here this weekend? How about it for McKay Winger? Gonna have him up on the bus, the Reaper in 42, ready to go. Farmer City track champion defending in 1W. That Procknow Auctions 1W. How about it for Donnie Walden? Donnie Walden in 1W.
Yep, 4 PDC starts for him. Got 8th in 2012. Right behind him, last time he was here in the Rocket 1, he won $100,000 in the Prairie Dirt Classic. That's B-Shep. Could call him Rocket Shep again. Brandon Shepard, 12 PDC starts. He's only finished outside of the top 10 twice.
Will the Rocket Shep go off the launching pad tonight and grab a big win here this weekend?
There's Timmy Dick, Mike, 122, trying to make his first PDC.
Another driver not on our radar, but he shows up. How about Timmy Dick? We got a couple of Dicks now. We got Gunner and Timmy, and I saw Daryl, so 3 plethora of Dicks here this weekend.
Michael Leach on the Speedway trying to make his first Prairie Dirt Classic in the 09. And how about the 2015 World of Outlaws champion, the Georgia Bulldog, Shane Clanton, 9 PDC starts, best finish in the PDC, 3rd back in 2016. And there's the 111, Max Blair to Centerville, Pennsylvania, 2 PDC starts, best finish 8th in 2022.
Had some success at a Falls Cup night. I think it was 1 or 2 years ago. And in-car number 111's went home, kind of off tour, went home, and has been racing around home, but he's found a lot of success. So sometimes you just got to get that mojo back, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Brody Smith trying to make his first PDC. We saw him on DIRTVision and also on the Speedway. Yep, that was all of them. So the 42 of McKay Winger will lead him off the back straight away. It's still Shannon Babb with the fastest Dirt King Simulators hot lap, but it's Clanton now.
Yeah, 2 drivers moved into the top 5. Shepard 2nd, Clanton 5th.
Yes.
So Brandon Shepard with a good hot rod, 129.21. Again, this just hot laps.
Yes.
Again, the late models will come back and qualify next, by the way. So if you did happen to look online, modifieds will be after late model qualifying. So late model hot laps, now late model qualifying after that. Caden Klatt
trying to make his first PDC. Right behind him, that's going to be the number 22 star MD3 Rookie of the Year contender and point leader, Drake Troutman. Drake Troutman trying to make his first PDC here this weekend. Mike Spatola, Mike in the 89. Mike Spatola, 8 PDC starts, best finish 5th in 2012, got 19th in last year's PDC.
3-time champion here at the Fairbury Speedway. Mike Spatola, the B&D Chemical.
I love
Big Daddy Scrap, like that, 8-9.
Brett Larson, 5 PDC starts, best finish 17th twice in the B1. Right behind him, Jake Little, former Macon Speedway track champion.
Fun little stat. Go ahead, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Fun little stat on the 38J. Nobody's led more laps than the 38J at Fairbury Speedway this year.
Oh, this year. I got you.
Jake Little.
That's awesome. Yeah, Jake Little, of course, moved up to the super late models. This is his 3rd year, actually 4th year. Right behind him, Tyler Bruning, Fear the Golden Beard. Hey, yes, out at Decorah, Iowa. 3 PDC starts for him. Best finish in the PDC, 10th in 2024. Jake O'Neill. Hey, how about this? His 3 Outlaw starts, best finish for the longest time was at the PDC. Jake O'Neill got 12th year in 2016.
How about his father spending a lot of money?
Yes.
We appreciate everything he did last night at the Shriners Children's Auction. We got an update for that record amount.
Yes.
Record amount at the Shriner Auction. We'll wait until the cars come to a settlement.
Yes. I talked to Eric Jarks about that. I'm excited to hear that.
5-time champion.
There he is, Billy Moyer Sr.
Welcome back.
That's awesome. Never retire, right? 19 PDCs starts, 5-time champion in 3 different decades, Mike. In 3 different decades.
Steve was not wearing jean shorts today. I was a little disappointed. He did have shorts, but they were not jean shorts.
Yeah.
Or jorts, whatever they are.
Shorts, yes. Yes. Tyler Bruning going to be the fastest out of this group, Mike. He goes 5th quick overall in the 16 at a 13.062 for Tyler Bruning, the fastest out of this group. Next group going to be led out by the driver that really hauled the mail Wednesday night here. That's going to be the new deal, Hudson O'Neill in the K&L Rumley Enterprise, number 6. 3 PDC starts for Hudson O'Neill, and Hudson O'Neill's best finish in the PDC, 5th in 2023.
24 years of age, has 4 major wins, I guess you would call it, crown jewels. Only one other driver in recent history, Bobby Pierce, has had that many. Of course, Bobby Pierce, 8 years later, has got or at 4 years later, he's got 12 of them. So
yeah,
he's got a little work to do.
There's Dustin Sorensen, MD3 Rookie of the Year contender. Made his first PDC a year ago, got 22nd. Right behind him is that Jason Riggs. It is Jason Riggs out of College Grove, Tennessee. One World of Outlaws started. That was at Farmer City. Last year got 12th, trying to make his first PDC, Mike.
Several 81s here tonight.
Yes. There's Brody Smith at Dade City, Florida, trying to make his first PDC. Just did the whole Dirt Car Summer Nationals.
Does have a win in Florida this year. What are the coolest nicknames? The Slim Reaper. I like that.
Yes, I like it. The Reaper, Ryan Gustin in Marshalltown, Iowa. Oh,
the real Reaper.
Just the real Reaper. Move over McKay, right?
Yeah.
Ryan Gustin.
And Slim Reapers.
Yes. 4 PDC starts, got 3rd in 2023 when he led 4 laps. He was quick time in the 2021 Prairie Dirt Classic.
96.
Tanner English. I'll tell you what, he's done so well. Tanner English in the PDC. He got 18th in 2018. In 2023, he got 10th with Viper. Then with Riggs, got 3rd in 2022. What's he going to do with Coleman Farms now? It was quick time last year. The 96. Won a heat race on Wednesday.
Absolutely did. He's the Coleman Farms has got something going on. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. And you were talking about him, Ryan Gustin. Now he goes 3rd quick overall at a 12.942, 12.942 for the Reaper, Ryan Gustin. The quickest out of this group, Brandon Shepard stays 2nd, and Shannon Babb is tonight's Dirt King Simulators fastest hot lapper. Yep, wow. 12.875, 12.875 for the 18 of Shannon Babb. So if he has the Dirt King Simulator sticker, he will get $300. If not, it's $400 for hot laps tomorrow. We get ready for qualifying with the World of Outlaws Real American Beer late models. Mike, as we mentioned earlier, Group A and B have 39 cars each. Group A will set the lineups for showdown features 1 and 2. Very important because remember, top 4 in those features get locked into the PDC tomorrow. Group B, that'll set the lineups for showdown features 3 and 4. And we have some extra money for qualifying tonight.
Yeah, we do. $500 from Share Farms and Trucking. Thank you to the fine folks at Share Farms and Trucking. Big shout out to my good friend Mark Share. You can see the Share family headed down to the pit area now, down to the infield. So thanks to those fine folks and an awesome sponsor here at the Fairbury Speedway. And of course, we remember Jim Share, former Fairboard president here at the Fairbury Speedway. One of the first years we kicked off this PDC with the Real American Beer World of Outlaw late models. Jim Share, an integral part in getting the World of Outlaws here and getting this race to become what it is today, to expand it, to let America view it. He gave the okay, gave the thumbs up, gave the nod, and here we are today. He's in our thoughts and prayers as always, and hope he's smiling down watching what he sees.
Absolutely. Matt Curl, that was one of the first things he said today in our Ready meeting when we had all of us there. And, and nothing nice things to say, best group in the business here. And, in 2013 when the World of Outlaws first came here, to what it's become now, it's been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, Jim was it's just an integral part in one of the best Fairboard presidents in the state of Illinois, and we love him, we miss him, and Grizz forever, and his legacy will live on forever here at the Fairbury Speedway. Let's qualify 78 Real American Beer Outlaw. Off 4.
Jaden Frame up first at Decker, Tennessee, into Longhorn Clements. Best One Tire and Service. Riggs Fiber, Wiles Drive Shafts, Bilstein, M&M Lawn Care, Yoon Trailers, number 81F, and out there with them, number 14, Caden McWhorter out of Fairbury, into Longhorn, J. Dickens, K&S Ford, McWhorter Bedding, Hobbs, Forest Products, Titan Industries, Pontiac RV, A&M Seed Service, number 14.
Jaden Frame will set the bar low, 13.220, 13.220. Caden McWhorter goes quicker, 13.157, 157 up on the cushion there, driving right into the setting sun here at Falls. 13.180 for Jaden Frame. Caden McWhorter off turn number 4. Can he go faster? 1.3133 on his opening lap. Going to be the time to beat. 1.3133 for young Caden McWhorter.
Up next out of Evans, Georgia, the Longhorn Clements Riggs Motorsports Longhorn Dude Wives Factory Team, Coleman Farms, Heartbeat, Hot Sauce, Napa Auto Parts, Gronto, Southern RW Powell, Big Dog, Stump and Tree, number 76, Big Sexy Brandon Overton. Out of Chenoa, Illinois, the Longhorn Pro Power, Jerry's Birdhouse, Coldwell Banker Realty by Crystal, Sermeling, Stein Under Construction, Hustler Speed Shop, Pontiac RV, J&S Durst, Woodford Diesel Stainless, Detailing and Gold Lithium, number Z61, Alex Wilson.
First up going to be Brandon Overton. He's trying the bottom groove, not good enough. 13.472, way off the mark as he heads to the high side. Off of turn number 4 to be Alex Wilson, fourth quick at a 14.062. So Big Sexy goes to the outside. Working that high groove. Quick time at a 1.3125. Quick time for Brandon Overton at 76. Using that high side, 1.4062 for Alex Wilson, fourth quick. But how about Brandon Overton? Big Sexy to 1.3125. Now the time to beat.
Up next, you're going to find the number 18D got third a year ago in the PDC. Big Perm, Dalton Wilson out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. And the Longhorn Clements, JRR Trucking and Motor Sales, New Point Lining and Design, Penske, MGL Auto Sales, Innovation Community Solutions, the Auto Outlet, Buzzy Racing Products, number 18D. From Las Cruces, New Mexico, the Longhorn Clements, Ken and Beth Roberts Motorsports, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Sunoco, Low Voltage Solutions, Bill Stein, Bill Sports Shop, Romer Machine and Welding, Dickey's Doghouse, Cheap Cars, number 58, Garrett Alberson.
First lap time going to be Dalton Wilson. Fourth quick, 1.3193, 1.3193. Garrett Alberson. Quick time at a 1.2967. Best time we've seen tonight. Here in qualifying, Dalton Wilson going to get a second, 13.054. GA off for better. Quick time at a 1.2893. How about it for Garrett Alberson, now the fastest.
Up next out of Cabot, Arkansas, on the Rocket Chassis, Mullins Powered, Arkansas Signs and Designs, Jerry Harris Trucking. Number 7, it's David Payne. Out there with him, looks like Payne going to be a no-show, so we'll go with Doug Carls in the number 14. Carls out of Flanagan, Illinois, the Laser Pro Power, RacingDreams.com, Kohler Plumbing, Bullard Cattle Company, Integrated Seat Solutions, and Schneider Trucking, number 14. And out there with him, Matt Furman out of Iowa City, Iowa, and the Longhorn Pro Power, Dr. Keith Stanley, Furman Builders, Lucky Dog Manufacturing, number 51.
First driver, Doug Carl's going to be 7th quick, 6th quick for Matt Furman. Both drivers got some work to do. 13.433 for Matt Furman, and 8th quick, Doug Carl's 14.769. Oh, Furman caught him. As they race off turn 4, 8th quick for Doug Carl, 6th quick for Matt Furman. And does he get another lap? He does, Ruben. So I think the correct word was he was impeded.
Yes, impeded, yes. So we want to give everyone a fair opportunity. You know, normally with this many car count, we'll do 3 at a time. But, you know, Fairbury, quarter mile, you want to give everyone some room here. So that's why we keep it at 2 cars at a time. And Matt Furman, good to see him here this weekend.
He had a good run Wednesday nights. One of his best runs of the year, no doubt. 6th quick, get a 1.3414. Alberson, Wilson, Overton, your top 3. McCorder, Frame, Furman, top 6 early on.
Up next, you'll find the number 8 Al. That's going to be Jeffrey Ledford. Joins us at Chenoa, Illinois. The Dynasty Chassis, Mullins Power, Ledford Engineering, Ledford Farms, AgTech, Advantage, Bomber Rentals, Tire Slick, Atkins Seat Service, Nagel Family, and Action Suspension, number 8 Al. And also out there on the Speedway, the 49 Superman, Jonathan Davenport, out of Blairsville, Georgia. In the Longhorn Coordinate, Nutrient Ag Solutions, ASC Warranty, Dynagrow Seed, Lucas Oil Products, Mark Martin Automotive, Bobcat of Batesville, Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas, Bill Stein, VP Racing Fuels, Midwest Sheet Metal, K1, Go Lithium Fast Shafts, number 49.
Some of the times, Jeffrey Ledford going to be 6th quick at 13.314, 1.3314. How about Jonathan Davenport? Down the front straightaway, good lap, 3rd quick, 13.072. Got to beat a 12.8 right now. Jeffrey Ledford will be 7th quick. Jonathan Davenport going to try the inside groove off of turn number 4. He goes to 2nd, 13.052, 1.3052 for Jonathan Davenport. Alberson, Davenport, Wilson, your top 3.
Things heating up here at the PDC. We continue on in Real American Beer Late Model Qualifying Group A. Up next out of Marseilles, Illinois, the Pierce Platinum Rhine Powered Pitbull Motorsports Design Country Automotive, Aaron Builders, number M27, Mike Provenzano, and the 99B Boom Briggs on the Speedway. Looks like Provenzano no-show, so we'll go with Boom Briggs. And the nice Dave Warren Power Sports, Briggs Transport, Corey River Corporation, Nexus Storage, Sherlock Ventures, Flawless Roofing, Trans 58, number 99B, and the reigning Dirt Car Summer Nationals champion out of Bloomington, Illinois, and the Longhorn Clements, Titan Industries, SC Online Sales, Digital Copy Systems, Hooker Trucking, VP Racing Fuels, Rosser Battery, Cheap Cars, number 25.
8th quick for Boom Briggs, opening lap, 13.362. And off off turn number 4. 7th quick for the high side hustler, 13.268, two-time defending Mars champion. Current point leader as well. 6th quick for Boom Briggs, 13.152. Fager off turn 4. Does he improve? He does not. 8th quick for Jason Fager. And 6th quick for Boom Briggs.
A pair of Outlaws up next and 2 Prairie Dirt Classic champions. Out of Carpentersville, Illinois, the Rocket Clements, McBride, Mac, Vomac, Truck Sales, 5-Star Race Car Bodies, Fox Shocks, Kaiser, VP, PRC, Dundee Heating and Air Conditioning, Cullen Signs, Tools, Auto Sales and Detailing, number 28, Dennis Erb Jr. Out of Oakwood, Illinois, the reigning Prairie Dirt Classic champion out of Oakwood, Illinois, in the Longhorn Vic Hill Low Voltage Solutions, Churchill Transportation, Collin Brothers Towing, Rio Grande Waste Services, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Carnegie Towing and Auto Repair, Fast One Speed Shop Toyota Danville, number 32, the smooth operator, Bobby Pierce.
And he is fast up there on that falls cushion. See if he can get in the 12 mark. 9th quick for Dennis Erb Jr., who was trying the bottom. Bobby Pierce up on the top shelf where Dad hides the good books. Ooh, 7th quick. 13.154, 13.154. Thought maybe it'd be better than that. We'll see how he does here on lap 2. Dennis Erb Jr. going to go 8th. Bobby Pierce off 4. 2nd. 13.042 for the smooth operator, Bobby Pierce. 7th on that opening lap goes 2nd, 13042. Alberson, Pierce, Davenport, your top 3.
He did welcome 3 sponsors this weekend: Benjamin Lawn Care and Landscaping, Pontiac RV, and Steininger Construction as well. They won the raffle. All right, up next at number 17A, Austin Howes out of Lewiston, Missouri, and the Rocket Durham H&R Enterprise On Track Nutrition and Fitness. 17A and the 26M, it's Moosey. Miles Moose out of Lincoln, Illinois, and the Rocket Chassis. Dargy Powered, Brent McKinnon Racing, Midwest Farm and Land Company, Ellinger Crane Service, Poplar Place, Stealth Carburetors, A&J Motorsports, Robin D Enterprises, Shep Speed Shop, Kaiser Houseman Supply, number 26M, Miles Moose.
First 13th quick for Austin Howes in 17A. And 9th quick for Miles Moose in the Brent McKinnon owned 26M. 13th, trying to improve off the 14th qualifying effort. Cannot. 13.745. And Miles Moose moves into the top 10. 13.163, 13163. His best effort. 9th quick for Miles Moose.
Up next at Wapakoneta, Ohio, and the Rocket Chassis, Clements Power, TB Tile, Frenchtown Trailer Sales, North Star Drilling, Howard Johnson's, Lima, Ohio, number 95, the Jedi, Jerry Bowersock, and joining us out of Evans, Georgia, in the Steiny Motorsports, Longhorn Vic Hill, Richard David Legacy Motorsports, Shaw Trucking, Budweiser, O'Morley, Triple Electric, VP Racing Fuels by Boswell Oil, Supply Chain Management, Buffalo Bar and Grill and Convenient Lube, number 2, Cody Overton.
See how Overton does. He was one of the fastest cars in hot laps for a while. First up going to be the Jedi, Jerry Bowersock, 15th quick at a 13847. And Cody Overton, 14th quick, 13.541, 13541. He's going to change his light up and try the bottom. The Jedi goes upstairs, tries to use the force, does not. 16th quick, 13.776. 14th quick for Cody Overton, 16th quick for Jerry Bowersock.
Up next at Peoria, Illinois, the Rocket Chassis, Ryan Powered, D's Paint and Body Collision Right, Z-Tech of Peoria, Shooter Sandblasting, Ellen Automotive Machine, Overdose Awareness, DR's Fab Shop, number T2, Brayton Wallace. Also on the Speedway, joining us at Clinton, Illinois, and the Rocket Pro Power, Shepherd Auto Sales and Salvage, Shep's Bar and Grill, Valvoline, B-Shep Gear, Vinard Farms, Allgaier Racing Shocks, Bach Realtree, Goose's Pub and Eatery, Elite Construction, Troy Page Excavating, and Precision Recovery, number 5, Kyle Hammer.
Kyle Hammer and the T2 off turn number 4. 14th quick for Brayton Wallace. 13.475, 13475. And the LFH in the Shepherd 5. 15th quick, 13.515. Second lap, 14th quick for Brayton Wallace. And the Overdose Awareness. And Hammer going to try the bottom. His final lap does not improve. 15th quick. 14th quick for Brayton Wallace, 15th quick for Shepherd. Still Garrett Alberson, Bobby Pierce, Jonathan Davenport, Dalton Wilson, and Brandon Overton, your top 5.
Up next, the 2018 World of Outlaws champion and most recent winner on the tour to Winfield, Tennessee. In the Skyline Motorsports, Bruning Rock Products, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Can-Am Auto Sales, Quick Supply Co., VP Racing Fuel, Bill Stein, Olson Explosives, Browns Heavy Equipment, Truck Country, 157, the Winfield Warrior, Mike Marlar. Out of Chatham, Illinois, the Longhorn Durham, Bob Cullen Racing, Thomas and Express, Hoger Trucking, J&J Ventures Gaming, KBC Graphics, Allgaier Performance Parts, Cheap Cars, Ted Brown's Quality Paint and Body, Midwest Sheet Metal, VP Race Ranch, number 3, as Squirrel, Brian Shirley.
And Marlar slips up a little bit there on the cushion. 16th quick on that opening lap. Come up Brian Shirley, he looks pretty good, maybe a little bit lower. 13th quick. Not good enough. 13-4, 2-7, 1-3-4, 2-7. Mike Marlar going to tiptoe off of turn number 4. 13th quick. 13-3, 4-5, 1-3-3, 4-5. And Brian Shirley, the Illinois boys, move into the top 5. The Squirrel, 13-0, 9-4. Shirley now 5th. Alberson, Pierce, Davenport, Wilson, and Shirley into the top 5.
Up next at a New Waverly, Texas, in the Rocket Clements Best Performance Motorsports Bulk Material at First Class Septic, Roberts B Company, Anthony's Pizza, Langenfelder, Sannyweld, Sunoco, Go Lithium, Kaiser, Integra, Performance Bodies and Parts, and KBC Graphics. Number 1, Turbo, Tyler Erb. Out there with them, MD3 Rookie of the Year contender out of Bakersfield, California. In the Longhorn Clements, ASD Motorsports, Jared Rifles, Ozio Gear, BK Grading and Paving, Penske, Boswell Oil, Turco Racing Oils, American Racing Wheels, and H&A Development. Number 74X, Ethan Dotson.
2 good ones right here off turn number 4. See what Turbo does. 18th quick at 13-5-3-9, 1-3-5-3-9. Ethan Dotson out of Bakersfield, California. 20th quick, 13-5-6-4. Dotson tried the middle groove. And Tyler Erb gets up into the wall there. Damage on the right side. Ethan Dotson again will slide through the middle. Tyler Erb going to be 18th. Ethan Dotson going to be 20th. So tricky track here tonight. That cushion pushed all the way up against the wall. And you can see Turbo has already got some spoiler damage on the one.
Up next at Verona, Kentucky, in the Rocket J. Dickens, Synesis Construction, Chain Locker, Impact Race Gear, Integra, Air Max Heating and Cooling, MC Tank Transportation, Rice Excavating. Number 11R, it's Josh Rice. And the number 20 RT, Prairie Dirt Classic champion out of Martinsville, Indiana, by the way of Chandler, Arizona. The Longhorn Clements, Kohler Motorsports, Hoker Trucking, Knights Company, Sunoco, Coltman Farms, Capital Waste, Bilstein, Certified Inspection Service, EMD Wraps, number 20 RT, Ricky Thornton Jr.
Josh Rice building up that momentum on the outside. 13th quick and have some work to do. 13-298, 1-3-2-9-8. How about Ricky Thornton Jr.? Wow, 25th quick, 14-2-1-1. And Rice into the wall as well. So Josh Rice into the wall. Ricky Thornton Jr. going to work down to the inside. He had problems on his opening lap. 13th for Rice, 18th for Thornton. 2 drivers behind the 8 ball. 13th quick for Rice, 18th quick for Ricky Thornton Jr.
Up next, the 2014 PDC champion out of Watertown, New York. In the Longhorn Clements, Dave Warren, Power Sports, Bricks Transport, Corey Rubber Corporation, Access Storage, Sherlock Ventures, Flawless Roofing, Trans 58. Number 9, T-Mac Tim McCready. Out there with them, out of Cedartown, Georgia, in the capital, Clements, Cedartown Electric Engineered Systems, HESCO Solutions, SCCS Solutions, JRI Shocks, Ernest Performance, number 11, Austin Smith.
Looks like we had a caution for some debris there. A couple of cars getting into the cushion here. They're driving right into the setting sun, Ruben, over here in turn number 1, so it's hard to judge where the cushion starts and the wall begins as well. So very tricky over here in 1 and 2, and in 3 and 4. Again, the track with the track prep guys had minimal time to get on this track here. Of course, we had rain. Finally, the sun peaked this afternoon. Didn't have minimal time to get out and do some track work. 17th quick for T-Mac Tim McCready. 15th quick for Austin Smith in car number 11. So 13-3-2-0. See if either can improve off turn 4. 18th quick. Tim McCready's got his work cut out at 13-4-5-2. And Austin Smith, 15th quick, his best effort at 13-3-2-0.
Joining us from St. Charles, Missouri, in the Longhorn Pro Power, Woody Bogler Trucking, Advanced Racing Suspensions, Ted Brown's Quality Paint and Body, Kaiser Performance Bodies, B Scene Signs, Fast One Speed Shop, King Coatings, Earnhardt Technologies Group, number 11, Trevor Gundaker. From Wooster, Ohio, and the Swartz Car, Melcut Powered 89 Homes and Building Improvement, Klein & Son Repair, Joyride Transport, Eli Road Reel Company, CK Warehousing and Distribution, and Ocala Restaurant Supply sponsored, number 12, Hammer Down, Doug Drown.
Yeah, we'll see what the 11 can do. He's been running the bottom the whole way. Let's see if he can go up to the list. He does not. 20th quick for T-Rev, 13-5-11. And 28th for Doug Drown. He's struggling as well, 13-9-5-4. So these cars later is the track. 20th quick, Trevor Gundaker at 13-5-1-1. And Doug Drown will go with lap number 1. So Track starting to lose some of that grip. 28th quick for Doug Drown, 13.954. Still Alberson, Pierce, Davenport, Wilson, and Shirley, your top 5 as we got 7 to go.
Joining us from Bend, Oregon, the Rocket XR1 Pro Power, Spirit Fuel Racing International Trucks, SRS Distribution, AM1 Roofing, Certainty Roofing, Wife Jennifer, NRC Oil Pumps, and GW Performance. Number 38, it's Hot Sauce, Tomas Unzicker. And out of Winona, Minnesota, MD3 Rookie of the Year contender. In the Longhorn, Vic Hill, Gorilla Mill, Herco Companies, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Oak Ridge Fabrication, Horman's HVAC, On Demand Shirts, Rush Race Gear by Austin Witt, Stone Machinery, Willie's Carmen Dyno, Swift Springs, number 49, Jake Tim.
Tim got a good looking lap going there. And car number 49, we'll have to watch his time. 30th quick for Hot Sauce. Off turn 4, Jake Tim moves into the top 20. 20th quick at a 13.503. And that Gorilla Mill 4.9. See if he can do any better up on that outside. 31st fastest for Tomas. And 20th quick for Jake Tim in car number 49.
Garrett Alberson still with a time to beat at a 12.893. Bobby Pierce second, Jonathan Davenport third, Dalton Wilson fourth. Top 4 in the front row of one of these showdowns. Chase Osterhoff up next in the 130 at Kankakee, Illinois. In the Rocket Clemens, Osterhoff Fence, Country Flower Market, Simpson Racing Products, Sims Poorhouse, Central Auto Body, Mankey Auto Parts, Daddy Details, Fox Shocks, number 130. And the 10, Darren Klein at Trenton, Illinois. In the Rocket Durham, Klein's Appliance and Bedding, Cohen Heating and Cooling, Hooker Harness, Aggressive Graphics, Menards Auto Sales, Penske Racing Shocks, and CC Food Mart sponsored number 10.
Off turn number 4, the 130 at Chase Osterhoff down the front straightaway. 32nd fastest, man. He's got to pick it up. 14.712, 147.12. 27th quick for Darren Klein out of Fairview Heights in 1-0. Big shout out to my friends at Hooker Harness. Hooker save lives. Don't forget that. 32nd quick for Chase Osterhoff and 27th quick for Darren Klein at 13.700.
Just 3 cars to go here in Real American Beer Late Model Qualifying Group A. It's still Alberson with a time to beat at a 12.893. Up next at Mount Vernon, Illinois. And the Kryptonite by Burwell, Mullins Powered, R&R Tire Express, Burwell Motorsports, Brian Thompson Roofing, Quality Home Daycare, Modern Solutions, Accu, Fit Dental, JB Modified, Youngblood Performance, and Kevin Lean Consulting. Number 44 plays Burwell. Out of Frankfort, Illinois, the Longhorn Vic Hill, Indy Ute Pullet. Storage Squares, J.R. Hauling, All-Star Performance, Dirt Oval, and Route 66, Capital Signs, Randy Cordy Consulting, Petrov Towing, number 99 Junior, Frank Heckeness Jr.
Blaze Burwell going to be 32nd fastest at a 14138, 14138. Frank Heckeness Jr. 27th fastest, 13.689. So these drivers at the end of Group 1 really struggling here. 32nd fastest for Blaze Burwell at 14.020 and 27th fastest, 13.689, the official lap for Frank Heckeness Jr.
Final qualifier in World of Outlaws Real American Beer Late Model Qualifying Group A. Rolling onto the Speedway, there you see him on DIRTVision at West London, Indiana. In his first year of Super Late Model competition, the Rocket Mullins, Gamere Construction, Breyer Farms, DNN Auto Body, CarQuest of Covington and Attica, Ohio, JC Transmission, Rockets Race Car Bodies and Wilds Drive Shafts, number K67, Braden Keller, 19 years old, 4th generation driver, 10 races already this year, Mike, 1 win at Farmer City, almost won 1 here. He is last year's Dirt Car Stock Car National Point Champion.
Yep, driver is going to work that high side. They'll see how he does here opening lap. 27th fastest, 13.614, 13614, and a challenging top shelf here tonight at the Fairbury Speedway. Oh, man. And he really kissed the concrete in K67, 27th fastest, 13.614. So the K67 in his first PDC, he'll have some work to do for Braden Keller. Those last 10 cars or so really struggling to find some grip, but the fastest. How about you, Ruben?
Out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, gonna get an extra $500 courtesy of Shear Farms with a 12.893. How about it for Garrett Alberson and the Ken and Beth Roberts Motorsports Mesilla Valley Transportation, number 58, standing alongside Ashton Smythe.
Garrett Alberson, and what a crazy 48 hours it's been for him. Wednesday, motor issues, and now you're back. What have the past 48 hours been for you, and how much confidence does you give you moving forward into the rest of the weekend?
Oh, it's huge. You know, I just got to thank Zach, Travis, Chasen. The guys worked their butts off. Yesterday was hot. We got this motor changed. Frost here has been really good to us, so we wanted to keep her on the track, and yeah, just a good draw. Car felt really good, so yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Motor swap yesterday turned into quick time here today for the 58 of Garrett Alberson.
So thank you very much, Ashton. Garrett Alberson, Jonathan Davenport, Mike are going to be the front row for the first showdown. And then we have Bobby Pierce and Dalton Wilson on the front row of the second shootout here tonight. Great front rows.
Yeah, definitely. Don't forget as well about the redraw as well. And then we have the Falls draw as well. So those tickets, they sold 100 tickets at $1,000 a piece. And for those folks with the Falls draw tickets, just so you know, Ruben, somebody sitting to your right may have been drawn out third, my friend. I'm in the redraw tomorrow.
I will say we are 15th.
All right.
Hey, you never know.
You never know,
hey,
man. So
we're in.
We're in.
We're in.
So I'm pretty excited. I got a pretty good team put together here, and we're hoping to make some noise in this PDC coming up on Saturday.
If I can't make noise in the golf outing, might as well do that, huh?
Yeah, I stunk. I flat
My flight
stunk.
got canceled, so I had to fly in yesterday, so I had to miss the golf outing in general. But
man, it was hot. I can tell you that it was hot.
Yeah, but hey, thank you to Shriners Hospital. Thank you to everyone that put their hearts into their pocket and pitched in some money, donated in the auction last night. A lot of good money there. That was a very, very big success last night. I didn't know that Scott Bloomquist door, $16,000.
Yeah.
Scott Bloomquist door panel. That's awesome.
And if you weren't there, the gentleman who originally bought it donated it back, and then somebody else bought it and donated it back. And some of my new friends from the land up north ended up finally getting that and taking it home and put it in his garage. So they are so excited. And I mean, this racing family is absolutely awesome. We have a new record amount we'll announce. We'll talk to Eric Jarks and Dan Kukuk and get the official amount. But hats off to you race fans. Hats off to the sponsors, the drivers, everybody that golfed, everybody that donated money, everybody that bought something yesterday. Thank you, thank you, thank you on behalf of the Shriners Children's Hospital and for everything that they do and we continue to do here at the PDC. Thank you. God bless you to all those race fans and thanks for what you do. You truly, truly support a great cause.
Garrett Alberson rolling off in the back straightaway. Man, that is awesome. Garrett Alberson, 2 wins already on the year with the World of Outlaws down at Volusia Speedway Park. He's been really well. He's won, I believe, twice already with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series as well. Garrett Alberson just so excited to be here, the 2022 Lucas Oil Rookie of the Year. And Garrett Alberson, got to talk to him last night, hung out with him for a little bit. And, man, he just says, 10 years ago, we were out in New Mexico, me and him just dreaming one day that we'd be out here. And here he is, quick time in Group A. That's pretty cool.
You can announce that we raised $60,000. Eric Jarks just texted me. You can announce that we raised $60,000. Eric Jarks, Dan Kukuk, the wives, the daughters were there. Everybody that helped out, everybody that had something to do. Abby Fager helped us with the money. There was Kara Tredinick was back there, the Tredinick family. Everybody that pitched in. That is $20,000 more than last year.
Wow.
Ruben, $60,000. Folks, give yourselves a round of applause. And how about it for the Shriners Children's Hospital? We raised them $60,000, ladies and gentlemen. Hats off.
Man.
That is awesome.
That is fantastic stuff. Again, thank you to everyone that stuck their hearts into their pocket. And whether you donated or whether you put your money up in the auction, whatever it may have been, the golf outing, you participated there, because obviously you have to pay to be a part of that. That money goes to the Shriners as well. A lot of good stuff there, and thank you. $60,000 to kick off the weekend. That's fantastic stuff.
And I know
that's more to win than the PDC.
and some of the other part. I talked to a few other gentlemen. They did not want to be known who they were, but there was other people donating money as well on the side. I know there were several checks given. You know what I mean, as well, that they didn't want their names out there, but so many great people behind that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here we go. Group B, set and ready to go.
Shannon Babb out first out of Moweaqua, Illinois. The Longhorn, Vic Hill, Dinah Grossi, Petrov Towing, CJI Piping and Fabrication, Donnelly Trucking, Getty Lawn Care and Landscape, Douglas Dodge Ram, VP Racing Fuels, Keeper Ultra Oil number 18, and Chris Simpson on the Speedway out of Oxford, Iowa. The Longhorn, Durham, Hot Rod Septic Treatment, Sunoco, HD Equipment, Hooker Trucking, Randy Davidson Trucking, Capital Capsign, C&J Trucking number 32.
Well, you're going to have to be so perfect up on this false cushion. Shannon Babb was not on lap number 1, went 13.890. Chris Simpson goes 13.667. So Babb, maybe behind the 8 ball here early, goes low. Again, you're going to have at least a low to mid 13.645 for Babb. 13.597 for Chris Simpson. Again, that top side just razor thin. You can see the damage on the quarter panel from Shannon Babb and the spoiler damage. So these guys are going to have to thread a thin line on that top side here tonight in qualifying.
Up next, the number 15, Justin Duty out of Molalla, Oregon, and the Longhorn Pro Power, Don Frank Doors, Darian Mardell Williams, Roberts Beat Company, First Class Septic, Geoff Stewart Trucking, number 15, and the number 75, Dylan McCowan, out of Urbana, Missouri, in the Longhorn, Scott Bailey, Adam Family Motorsports, Mobilization Funding, RLM Enterprise, Justin L. Langdon Electric, Elliott Concrete, BLC Transportation, Sonic, number 75.
So we'll see what the Don Frank floors. 1-5 can do. Third quick, 13-7-8-7's got some work to do. 1-3-7-8-7. And how about it for Dylan McCowan? He's a gasser. Third quick, get a 1-3-7-8-1. The 15 of Justin Duty having a tough time finding some traction out there. He'll be fourth quick, 13-7-8-7 on that opening lap. And then third quick for Dylan McCowan, 13-7-8-1, 1-3-7-8-1 for DMAC in 75.
Up next, first time back to the PDC since 2017. Out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania, the Longhorn Clemens Bricks Transport Rubber Corporation, Chubb Frank Racing. Number 1 star, that is Chubb Frank. And the number 48 out of Mooresville, North Carolina, in the Longhorn J. Dickens Tomcat Circle Track Warehouse, Charlotte Racers Expo, Adam Performance, Victory Fuel, TriStar Raceware, number 48, Hunter Cone.
See what Chubb Frank can do working that top shelf. Got to be very careful here. He kind of slip sliding around up there off turn 4. Chubb Frank 13-7-9-0, 1-3-7-9-0. Hunter Cone 6th. Chubb Frank 5th. Now Frank going to go to the bottom over there in turn 4. Again, this is in the track crew did not have much time to work on it. Again, the early afternoon is when the sun finally peaked and then kind of baked the speedway. 5th quick for Chubb Frank, 6th quick for Hunter Cone. So I'm sure after all this qualifying laps, they'll be able to go back out and work the track. But right now, tough track conditions for these guys to get a hold of. We'll see who can do the best. Off 4, here we go again.
Up next at Peoria, Illinois, the Longhorn Ryan, A&A AC and Heating, Carmody Lawn Services, Titan Industries, Rollings Garage Doors, Kickapoo Creek Saloon, Outpace Racing Products, Factory CS, Mr. Toe at number 25W, A-Dog, Alan Weiser. In his sophomore year with the Outlaws at Richmond, Indiana, the Infinity by Wells, Spec-Powered Gibson Racing, Vision Woodworks, KEG Sword Nozzles, DCE Fabrication, Pardos Towing Service, Burt Transmission, FK Rollins, VP Racing Fuels, Truman Quarter Horse of All-Star Performance, number 20 TC, Tristan Chamberlain.
Good lap for A-Dog, 13-7-1-4, 1-3-7-1-4. Wednesday night cannot get the car to run. 4th quick for Tricky Tristan Chamberlain. He's down on the bottom, 13-7-7-9, 1-3-7-7-9. Coming up for A-Dog off turn 4. 3rd quick, 13-6-9-8, 1-3-6-9-8. His best lap. And Tricky Tristan Chamberlain, 4th quick, 13-7-79, 1-3-7-7-9 on lap number 1. It's Chris Simpson, Shannon Babb, Alan Weiser, Tristan Chamberlain, and Dylan McCowan early on.
Up next at Highland, Illinois, in the Rocket Chassis, Durham-powered Midwest Excavating, Franklin Enterprise Equipment Share, O.H. Hendricks Sheet Metal Fab, Tim Logan Racing, Chuck Wagon Food Service, Eidener Farms, Randy Cordy Consulting, number 33, Mike Harrison. In the 17 Double S at Dade City, Florida, in the Rocket Durham Big Daddy's Cattle, Total Claim Source, Franklin Enterprise, Skipper, Smokehouse, Guardian Hurricane Protection, Plum Crazy Plumbing, Clyde Johnson Contracting and Roofing, Crawford Auto Repair, Smith Speed Shop, number 17 Double S, that is Brendan Smith.
A lot of history here at the Fairbury Speedway for Mike Harrison, 13-9-9-6. Just cannot get that car underneath him. How about it for Brendan Smith? He goes to the top of the charts. He was fast on a Wednesday night, and he is fast at Dade City, Florida. Brother to the Slim Reaper. How about it for Brendan Smith? Harrison going to be 9th, and quick time, 13-5-6-6. Brendan Smith out of Florida, another youngster trying to grab our attention here at the 35th PDC.
Just finished doing the whole hell tour. It's paying dividends. All right, up next at Rockford, Illinois, in the Rocket Chassis, Zanker Powered, Zanker Motorsports, Base Race Fuel, Hooker Harness, Outpace Racing Products, Penske Racing Shocks, number 9Z, Lyle Zanker. Out of Jupiter, Florida, and the Longhorn Scott Bailey, Wilkerson Farms Racing, Dunright Construction, Fragile X Awareness, Boswell Oil, Impact Electric, 12 Kings Construction Supply, 4 Boys Racing Supply, Universal Cabling Systems, number 6, the Shark, Clay Harris.
First lap time, Lyle Zanker in 9. 10th quick. And Clay Harris, 5th quick. So maybe the track pick it up a little bit. 13-7-6-9, 1-3-7-6-9 as Clay Harris moves into the top 5. Turn number 4, 11th quick for Lyle Zanker to 14-0-7-1. Clay Harris down on the bottom side of the speedway. 5th quick, 13-7-0-0. Brendan Smith, Chris Simpson, Shannon Babb, Alan Weiser, Clay Harris, your top 5.
Up next at Lawrenceburg, Indiana, the Longhorn Clements, JRR Trucking, Keltner Heating and Air Conditioning, JRR Motor Sales, MGL Auto Sales, Grantley Farms, number 12, Jason Jameson. Out of El Paso, Illinois, in the Longhorn Pro Power, Remtex Enterprises, Low Voltage Solutions, RJR Transportation, Mosquito Hero, Absolute Home, Arkansas Septic and Plumbing, El Paso Outdoor Center, Fuel Factory, Race Fuels. Number 24, the El Paso Express, Ryan Unzicker.
Two good racers right here, 24.5. That is 12. Can he go to number 1? Yes, Jason Jameson with a 13.545. He knows how to rip the lip over there in turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, he's going to stay through the middle of the speedway right now. 13.545. Can he go faster on lap number 2? He does not, but fastest overall. How about it for Racing Jason, Flying Ryan up on the top side as well down the front straightaway. Ryan Unzicker going to be 11th at 13.802. But how about it, race fans? Jason Jameson, 13.545 now with the time to beat.
Up next at Lake Elmo, Minnesota, in the Longhorn Vic Hill, Lenda Pressure Washers, Fuel Factory, Hanco Corporation, Soybert Calf Ranches, T-Peck, The Real Cafe, number B1, it's Brent Larson. Out of Towanda, Illinois, in the 1W, Donnie Walden in the MB Custom Rhine-powered Walden Automotive, Creative Kitchens and Baths, Procknow Auctions, Conrad Sheet Metal, and Limelight Graphics sponsor. Number 1W, Donnie Walden.
All right, we'll see who the better number 1 is here.
Donnie Walden, 2-time Fairbury Speedway track champion as well.
All right. How about you, Farmer City? As well?
Yes, Farmer City.
13th quick, Brent Larson. Like, wait a minute, what are you... know more than I do, Ruben. 13th quick for Brent, 15th quick for Donnie Walden. So Larson has the fastest one right now. Turn number 4. Yeah, 13th quick for Brent Larson out of Lake Elmo, Minnesota. And Donnie Walden has lost the rear end of the 1W off at turn number 4. So Brent Larson 13th quick, and Donnie Walden will be 15th quick. Excuse me. Is that 16th quick maybe? 15th quick for Donnie Walden.
So I'll collect the lineup.
Oh.
So getting the report over the World of Outlaws radio powered by Racing Electronics. Brendan Smith is a deck too high after post qualifying tech. He is second quick, so right now that puts him on the front row of the final feature tonight. So he was just going to get docked a row no matter where he ends up. So he's going to get docked a row after having the deck too high after his qualifying efforts.
So he failed droop? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yep.
It is warm out. A lot of people failed droop tonight, but unfortunately Brendan did too. Here we go, our next 2. Chase Younghands, good to see him back.
Yeah, got 5th last year in the PDC out of Manhattan, Kansas in the Rocket Clements. Ozark Ford, Younghands Motorsports, Paulson Rock Products, Kaiser Integra, Sunoco, number 18, and the thrill from Mooresville, Nick Hoffman out of Mooresville, North Carolina, in the Tide Toric Nos, Lone Wolf Petroleum, C&W Trucking, Petroff Towing, Holdren Construction, Bill Stein, Tri-Valley Equipment, number 9.
See how these 2 do. 16th quick for Chase Younghands. He grabbed the backstretch wall. And Nick Hoffman going to try the low side, high in 1 and 2, low in 3 and 4. 15th quick. Now he's going to try the bottom all the way around. So does Chase Younghands. And these 2 are going to have some work to do. 12th quick for Chase Younghands, and Nick Hoffman trying to roll the bottom down to the inside off turn number 4. Cannot improve. 15th quick. Got to be up there on the cushion. 13.978. Nick Hoffman going to have some work to do, Ruben, in car number 9.
Yeah, he is after qualifying 15th. All right, Timmy Dick up next. Out of Monticello, Illinois, the Rocket Chassis, Rhine-powered, Illini Overhead Doors, BJ Trucking, Miles Rose, a Bacon Tasting Company, Lumbers Trucking, Ted Brown's Quality Paint and Body Shop, Lumbers Trucking, at number 122, and the 11 of Gordy Gundaker out of St. Charles, Missouri, in the Bitcoin Benz Crypto Club, Hoker Trucking, JB Salvage, Cheap Cars, Ted Brown's Quiser, McKay Corporation, Longhorn Clements, number 11.
Are you a part of Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Connection? Or what
no, but
that?
I'd like to be a part of the Bacon Tasting Company.
Yes, absolutely. Maybe we'll join both of them and see what happens. 17th and about Gordy, quick time for the G-Man. 13.532 G-Man. Gordy ran the top in 1 and 2. The low side in 3 and 4. Timmy Dick going to be 18th quick. And how about it? Fairbury Speedway backstretch. The G-Man. Quick time at a 13.532. Gordy's quick here tonight.
Up next at Manhattan, Illinois, the Rocket Pro Power, Big Daddy Scrap, B&D Chemical, Lake Norman Mechanical, Country Chevrolet, High Performance Lubricants, VR, Hack Consulting, All-Star Performance, and Integra, number 89, Opie, Mike Spatola, and at a Sun River, Montana, in the Longhorn Cornet, Dust Pods, Willow Ranch, Hellraiser Jacks, Longhorn Dynamics, number 09, Michael Leach.
Kind of a Mike Spatola kind of racetrack. He looked pretty good in 1 and 2. We'll see how he does here in 3 and 4. Just like Gordy Gundaker did. Off turn 4, Mike Spatola 14th quick. About for Michael Leach in 09. 19th quick, so 14th for Spatola, 19th for Michael Leach in 09. This seems high in 1 and 2, low in 3 and 4. Got to have a balanced race car. Mike Spatola improves to 14th quick for the 89. 19th quick for Michael Leach, the young man out of Sun River, Montana.
Up next from right here in Fairbury, Illinois, in the Longhorn Pro Power, Popejoy Plumbing, Dimmitt Transfer, Nutrient Fairbury, Dave Winger Trucking, Pontiac RV, Creative Kitchens and Bath, Full Throttle Auto Body and Towing, Jerry's Birdhouse and Foster Family, number 42, the Reaper McKay Winger, and in the 1, the 3-time Prairie Dirt Classic champion in New Berlin, Illinois, and the Rocket Durham Valvoline, Franklin Enterprise, Soyber Calf Ranches, Petrov Towing, Fox Shocks, Ace Metalworks, Performance Grading, Gunner's Honey Styles, Marine, Cullen Brothers Towing, and Kaiser Manufacturing, number 1 of the Rocket Shep, Brandon Shepard.
Two good ones right here. McKay Winger, nobody has been lower than the 42 yet tonight. Does it pay off for him? No, it does not. 18th quick at 13.991. Trying the bottom side of the speedway about Brandon Shepard, high in 1 and 2. Quick time for the Rocket Shep, 13.452. Folks on the back straightaway get up. McKay Winger moves into the top 10. 9th quick for the Reaper, 13.713. And how about it for Rocket Shep? 13.452. Quick time, back straightaway. Rocket Shep off the launching pad. Rocket's back, baby. Here we go.
Last time he was here in the Rocket 1, he led flag to flag for a $100,000 victory and won his 3rd PDC. Up next, Shane Clanton out of Zebulon, Georgia, the Capital Clemens, Super K Express, M&S Concrete, SCCS Solutions, Capital Race Cars, Ernest Performance, JRI Shocks, Carolina Concrete, number 25, and out there with him, the number 38, that's going to be Jake Little of Springfield, Illinois, in the Rocket Pro Power, Brent Professional Agriculture, Riggs Drilling Solutions, Tammy's Treasures and Antiques, Schultz Collision, All-American Handyman, and E-Bolt Supply, number 38J, Jake Little.
Shane Clanton's got some good momentum going in the 25, the Georgia Bulldogs. 10th quick opening lap, 13.763. 23rd quick for Jake Little in that 38J machine. As he continues to hammer the cushion off of turn number 2. How about it for Shane Clanton? Moves into the top 10, 13.763. And the 38J of Jake Little's led a lot of laps here at Falls. 23rd fastest at 14.124. It's Shepard, Gundaker, Jameson, Brendan Smith, Chris Simpson. Again, remember, Brendan Smith will be penalized coming up in those showdown features.
Up next out of Charleston, West Virginia, in the Kryptonite Beckley Pro Power powered, Kenny Newhouse owned, a K&N Contracting, Poske's Performance Parts, Penske Racing Shocks, Hoosier by Fry's, number 17 KN, it's Brock Morris. In the 111 out of Centerville, Pennsylvania, in the Longhorn Clements, Centerline Motorsports, Murphy's Logging, Willie's World, C&J Dairy, Creekside Auto Sales, TMW Trucking, Upstate Auto Group, The Gable, and Coleman Farms, number 111, Max Blair.
First lap time, Brock Morris, 25th fastest, 14.513, 14513. And how about Max Blair, 6th quick for the 111. 6th quick for Max Blair. Mad Max moves into the top 10. 26th for Brock Morris, 6th quick. Can he go faster? He does not, but Centerville, Pennsylvania, how about it, PA? Max Blair moves into the top 10, 6th quick at 13.640, 11th. Qualifiers to go.
Your current MD3 World of Outlaws Rookie of the Year point leader out of Heinemann, Pennsylvania, and the Longhorn Cornet Team 22 Incorporated, Victory Circle Auto Sales, Gambler Transport, Brickhouse Tavern, Mesilla Valley Transportation, RFI Resources, number 22 star, Drake Troutman. Out of Edina, Missouri, in Longhorn Pro Power, Be Seen Signs, Millard Family Chapels, Pro Design, Misty Valley Farms, Echo Lounge, Pappage Construction, and Toast Construction sponsor, number 50, Caden Klatt.
See what Drake Troutman can do. He went high the first time. That was the warm-up lap. He goes low the second, and it pays off. He moves into the top 10, 13.707. Troutman will get it off turn number 4. We'll see how he does here on lap 2. Caden Klatt, 26th fastest, 14.274. Troutman looking pretty good off turn 4. 10th quick, 13.707 on that opening lap, 137.07 for Drake Troutman. And Caden Klatt, the youngster, out of Missouri, 26th fastest, 14.274.
Up next, out of Rochester, Minnesota, in the Longhorn Pro Power, Oldenburg Construction, Paulson Rock Products, JNS Repair, JCB Equipment, Rochester Chevrolet, 63 Club, Yagi Trucking, CBR Drilling, Heavy Hitch, number 19, Dustin Sorensen. the 5-time Prairie Dirt Classic champion at Batesville, Arkansas, now calling Lake Havasu, Arizona home. And the Longhorn Cornet, Keith Lawson Motorsports, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Carl Chevrolet, Outpace Products, Henderson Motorsports, Weir's Machine, 5150, Unrestrained Motorsports, Steve Stone Supply, Sunoco, West Lodging, number 21, Mr. Smooth, Billy Moyer.
You definitely got to be that for a good lap here tonight. We'll see if Mr. Smooth can be smooth. 23rd fastest for Dustin Sorensen. Billy Moyer right down on the bottom side of the speedway over there at turns 3 and 4. 31st fastest at 14.622. Moyer's really got to pick it up. 23rd for Dustin Sorensen and Billy Moyer. See if he can improve on lap number 2. He does. So he moves up 8 spots. 23rd fastest, 14.026 for Billy Moyer. Looks like about 9 qualifiers to go. Excuse me, 7 qualifiers, Ruben.
Up next, out of Decorah, Iowa, in the Infinities, Clement, Skyline Motorsports, Burning Rock Products, Olson Explosives, Truck Country, Quick Supply, Browns Heavy Equipment, Hobden Oil, JW Bell, Midwest Sheet Metal, VP Racing Fuels. Number 16, that's going to be Fear the Beer, Tyler Bruning. And out of Tucson, Arizona, in the Longhorn Clements, Texas, General Mechanical, Hodges Farming and Dreading, Murphy's Ag, Red Eye Radiator, Stack Products, Recore Centers, Mesilla Valley Transportation, John First Construction, Bulletproof Tees and Go Lithium. Number 0, Jake O'Neill.
Good looking lap for the 16 off turn number 4. Moves him into the top 20. 19th quick at a 13.862, 13.862. And how about O'Neill, 27th fastest at 14.099. Car's a little straighter off turn 4. Gets a little waggle off 4. 17th quick, better. 13.791, 13.791 for Tyler Bruning. And 20th quick for Jake O'Neill. Fastest lap, lap 2 at 13.880. Shepard, Gundaker, Jameson, Brendan Smith, Chris Simpson, Max Blair, Shannon Babb, Alan Weiser, and Clay Harris. Drake Troutman, your top 10.
Up next, out of College Grove, Tennessee, in the Longhorn Clements Best One Tire and Service, Riggs Fiber, Wilds Drive Shafts, Philstone, M&M Lawn Care, Yoon Trailers, number 81, Jason Riggs, and the 18 of the Moequa Missile. No, actually, sorry. The 19 are the Reaper. Ryan Gustin onto the Speedway. Out of Marshalltown, Iowa, in the Infinity, J. Dickens, Cooney Motorsports, Hooker Trucking, LNC Loose Cutters, Carl Chevrolet, Fertilizer Equipment Specialist, Custom Fabricating and Repair, Jody's Collision Repair, VP Racing Fuels, Heartland, 19R, Ryan Gustin.
Riggs off turn number 4, 26th fastest. In car number 81, opening lap for the Reaper, 24, 13.978, 13.978. And it seems to be the high side in 1 and 2, low side in 3 and 4. 27th fastest for Jason Riggs and Ryan Gustin. 24th fastest at 13.978 on lap 1.
3 to go, and joining us in the K&L Rumley Enterprise, number 6, the New Deal, Hudson O'Neill, and the Longhorn Cornet, D&E Marine, Rumley Engineering, Senior Life Insurance Company, Bill Stein, Mesilla Valley Transportation, American Racing Custom Wheels, Wheeler Metals, number 6, and out there with them out of Benton, Kentucky, in the Longhorn Clements, Coleman Farms Racing, MPF Marketing, Bill Stein, VP Racing Fuels, C Motorsports, Supreme Enterprises, Custom Automotive, Autism Awareness, Rock Bottom Dirt Works, and Oasis Hair and Natural Hair Salon, number 96, Tanner English.
Now if the 6 can make the hard left, he may have the top time. Look out here. 5th quick, Hudson O'Neill, 13.575, 13.575. Look how good he is off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, 34th fastest for Tanner English. Here comes Hudson O'Neill. He's got one of the best balanced race cars off turn 4. 5th quick for Hudson O'Neill at 13.575 in that opening lap. Can he improve? Not quite. Tanner English, 34th fastest. He's got some work to do. 14.307 for the 96.
Our 39th and final qualifier here in Group B at Dade City, Florida. In the Rocket Chassis, Durham Powered, Big Daddy's Cattle, Total Claim Source, Franklin Enterprises, Skipper Smokehouse, Guardian Hurricane Protection, Plum Crazy Plumbing, Clyde Johnson Contracting and Roofing, Crawford Auto Repair, Smith Speed Solutions, Sunoco, Schaefer's Wicks Filters, number 17 SR, Brody Smith. Time to beat Brandon Shepard's 13.452, Mike.
Final qualifiers. Brother was fast. We'll see how the Slim Reaper does. And got him a $5,000 win earlier this year in Florida. See how he does as he tiptoes off at turn number 4 down the front straightaway. He's going to have some work to do. 38th fastest here on the opening lap. Goes to the high side in 1 and 2. And he's going to work through the middle of the speedway in 3 and 4 as he works off at turn 4 for the final time. Our final qualifier of the night. Brody Smith, 38th fastest at 14.709. Ruben. Man, that was a lot of qualifying, my friend.
His brother, Brendan Smith, going to start on the outside of the front. Well, he's going to get that penalty. That's right, for not getting the droop. So he will start row 2. So now that'll put Hudson O'Neill on the front row of feature number 4 with Gordy Gundaker, and then feature number 3, Brandon Shepard and Jason Jameson. Brandon Shepard, last time he was here, Mike, he won the Prairie Dirt Classic with a Rocket 1, won $100,000 for leading flag to flag. He returns with Rocket 1. After not finishing in the top 10 a year ago, we'll try to get a word with Brandon Shepard. Looks like Brandon driving off here. Nope, he's going to victory lane to get that extra $500, courtesy of Shear Farms. Again, thank you to Shear Farms for giving an extra $500 to Group A Fast Time, which was Garrett Alberson, and Group B Fast Time, Brandon Shepard. We'll park Shepard here in victory lane. Climbing out of the race car, Ashton, Brandon Shepard back in Illinois, and man, back in Rocket 1, feeling good.
Yeah, super excited to see Brandon Shepard back in the Rocket 1. Like you guys said, last time we saw him here in the Rocket 1, you won. Now you're back. How are you feeling with this adjustment back in the Rocket 1?
I feel really good. You know, the flow night, the other night, we learned a little bit of stuff, so definitely, you know, had some time for Mark and the boys to put their heads together and give me a great piece for tonight. And, I think that's the first time I've ever had quick time when I had to run around the bottom in one end of this place. I'm usually up banging the boards, but definitely feel really good. You know, like I said, it's just been a roller coaster of a year for us, and we're finally developing some consistency. And this new XR2 is really good, and we're just super excited about it and the rest of the year for sure.
Brandon Shepard sets quick time in Group B, and we'll see what he does later on in the showdown features.
Thank you very much. I'm going to try to make his 13th PDC start tomorrow. 3-time PDC champion, 8 top 5s, 10 top 10s, and his 12 PDC starts for Brandon Shepard. He will start on the front row with Jason Jameson. Then we'll have Gordy Gundaker in the 11, leading us to the green in the final feature here tonight. Of course, Brendan Smith failing the droop after qualifying. He will get docked a row, and we will fix that front row there. Should be Hudson O'Neill in the K&L Rumbling Enterprise number 6. Just to refresh your memory, if you're barely joining us here at Fairbury or watching online on DIRTVision, home to the greatest shows on dirt, Group A, Garrett Alberson, Jonathan Davenport will lead us in feature 1, and Bobby Pierce and Dalton Wilson will lead us to the green in feature number 2. That's going to do it. Overall, quick time qualifier tonight, Garrett Alberson 12.893 in the 58. That's going to do it for qualifying. Up next, we get ready for the Dirt Car Summit Racing Equipment Modified Nationals finale. Chris, it's been a long, grueling summer, and it's been fun to watch on DIRTVision. It's time to wrap it all up here at the PDC.
Yes, sir. Tyler Nicely, of course, all he had to do was enter the program tonight to officially win his second Summit Racing Equipment Modified Nationals title. Of course, he's here. He's going after that big $5,000 payday tomorrow night. 55 Dirt Car UMP Modifieds have rolled into the PDC tonight. Same situation as the late models. We will group qualify them. The late models went 2 at a time. The Modifieds will go 3 at a time. Here come the first trio cars. First driver onto the racetrack will be Pacific Missouri's Timmy Hill. He's in that Mike Neese Towing S&J Contracting impressive number 51. Cole Falloway to the racetrack as well. Falloway out of Owensboro, Kentucky. In that Perfection Lawn Care, Don Adams Towing and Falloway's Auto Parts 66. And Dylan Woodling on the racetrack as well. Dylan out of Warsaw, Indiana. The WR Customs, Bishop Farms, Subway 3W track record. Mike Norris 13.465. Still Lance Dame all the way back in 2012.
First lap time going to be Timmy Hill, 15.925. Cole Falloway, 14.474. And Dylan Woodling going to be 14.642. So the time to beat going to be Cole Falloway, 14.474. 14.403 Cole Falloway. And on Dylan Woodling, 15.011 that lap. Time to beat Cole Falloway right now, 14.403. Final lap time. It'll be Cole Falloway with the time to beat. In 66, Dylan Woodling off turn 4. Timmy Hill, once again, Cole Falloway.
14.403. Yes, sir.
The time to beat.
Mine did the same thing. I'm with you. We're good now. 14.403
No
Cole
idea.
Falloway onto the scale pads. Here comes the next trio. Danny Schwartz will be the first driver out. He's out of Ashmore, Illinois, in that Erlinger Wreckers Service E-Environmental Schwartz Trucking 21D. Nick Allen's on the racetrack. Nick out of Wheatfield, Indiana. That FRS Shocks Matt Trucking P&G Power 21A. And the final driver in this group's Carson Friedman. Friedman in that 3-car. He'll roll down the front straightaway. That Dyer's Top Rods. Popejoy Plumbing and Heating and Honiger Insulation at number 3.
So we'll see how the young Carson Friedman can do here in his first Prairie Dirt Classic. Schwartz going to be 4th quick at 15.419, third quick for Nick Allen out of Wheatfield, Indiana. A couple of wins there. Former champion at Shady Hill, 4th quick for Carson Friedman at 15.119. Schwartz again, Danny Schwartz going to be 5th quick. His second lap. See if Nick Allen can improve. 3rd quick, 14.929. And 2nd quick for Carson Friedman off turn number 4th. Still 3rd quick at 14.925. Final lap, 5th quick for Danny Schwartz at 15.110. Nick Allen going to finish up 4th quick, 14.929. His best lap. Carson Friedman will be 3rd quick at 14.925. Cole Falloway, Dylan Woodling, Carson Friedman, Nick Allen, Danny Schwartz.
Still 14.403 for Cole Falloway, driver of the 66. Here comes the next 3. It's Jimmy Lennox Jr., first driver onto the racetrack. He's out of Maysville, Kentucky. He's in that Stealth race cars. Cooper Holmes, Slicker Graphics, number 8, as he works his way down the back straightaway. Ben Harmon will roll with him. Ben, another driver out of the state of Kentucky. Of course, Ben out of Brooks, Kentucky, in that Bandit race car. Harmon Racing 1H car. And Stephen Brooks down the back straightaway. He's out of Bourbonnais in that Great Lakes Lifting, Ken Brown's Quality Paint Body Shop, and CW Trucking at number 5.
Off turn number 4 should be Jimmy Lennox. 3rd quick, good lap, 14.763. 4th quick for Ben Harmon out of Brooks, Kentucky. And our final in this group is Stephen Brooks. Brooks moves into the 4th quick, 4th time, 14.901. Lennox with a good lap. 3rd, 4th for Ben Harmon. And Stephen Brooks right through the middle of the speedway. 2nd quick, good lap for Stephen Brooks. He likes a nice slick racetrack. 14.619. Lennox 4th. Harmon, final lap, 5th quick. How about Stephen Brooks? Can he go to the top? Got to beat a 14.403 off 4. 2nd quick for Stephen Brooks at a 1.4619. Falloway, Brooks, Woodling, your top 3.
Good stuff for Stephen Brooks. Here comes Austin Friedman rolling down the front straightaway. Friedman out of Fairbury, and that Dyer's Top Rods, Livington Stone, Popejoy Plumbing and Heating, number 89. Tyler Nicely, your 2-time and reigning Hell Tour champion. He's out of Owensboro, Kentucky, in the Fox Shocks, Kelly Trucking, Phoenix Environmental 25. And the 20 car, you'll find down the back straightaway, it's Brian Skaggs. He's out of Pedro, Ohio. He's in that LL Excavating and Land Clearing, Slicker Graphics, and Wilson Monument Company, number 20.
Looking good for the 89 of Austin Friedman right around the tires. Does he go to the top? Not quite. 14.551, so close. 1.4551, 7th quick for Tyler Nicely. And Brian Skaggs moves into the top 5, 14.737. Austin Friedman, 2nd quick, 14.517, 1.4517. 8th quick for Tyler Nicely. He's got some work to do. And Brian Skaggs moves into the top 5 at 14.737. 3rd and final lap for Friedman. Cannot find the top, but he goes 2nd, 14.509. Tyler Nicely with some work to do. He'll be 8th fastest, 14.864. And 5th quick, 14.737. Austin Friedman, the fastest of that trio. 2nd quick overall with a 14.509.
Tyler Nicely, as we said, enough points coming into tonight. He will be the champion no matter what. On to the racetrack next. It'll be Tonica, Illinois' Landon Miller. Miller in that Midwest Barge Terminal Adventure Marketing Solutions, Dyer's Top Rods 110 car. He'll roll down the back straightaway. Right behind him, the driver that right now sits 2nd in the Hell Tour point standings. That's Backinaw, Illinois' Trevor Neville. Neville in that J-Double Transfer Multi-Fire Export Plug Wires and Tank Lining of Paris 777 car. And the final driver in this group will be Eric Vaughn. Vaughn down the front straightaway from right here in Fairbury in that Digital Copy Systems MBR race cars, number 36.
Landon Miller going to go 13th quick at 15.476, 1.5476. Trevor Neville moves into the top 10. 7th quick for Trevor Neville. 12th quick for Eric Vaughn at 15.046. Lap number 2, good lap for Landon Miller. 4th quick now, 14.633, 14633. So he's going to have to keep that lap. 8th quick for Trevor Neville, and now 8th quick for Eric Vaughn. So Vaughn's found some speed at the bottom side of the speedway. Looks like Landon Miller will pull to the infield. Trevor Neville will race off turn at number 4. He'll be 9th quick. How about Eric Vaughn? Good qualifying effort for that Mark Bush Racing 36. 8th quick, 9th quick for Neville. And Landon Miller was the fastest of that trio. 4th quick for the 110.
Interesting here with the 25 and the 777 down in the list. We'll see what happens come showdowns later on tonight. Next trio rolling, Bradley Jameson, first driver out there in that 757. He's at a Royal Center, Indiana. He's in that Dairy Queen of Plymouth and L&D Farms. Danny Lewis trucking 757 car. Double duty racer Clay Harris on the racetrack as well. Harris out of Jupiter, Florida, the Impact Electric, Dunright Construction and Rescue Metal Framing 21J, and Hunt Gossett, who picked up a Hell Tour win this year. Hunt, of course, out of Mayfield, Kentucky in that ZBG Graphics Gossam Motorsports 99.
6th quick for the 757. 15th quick for Clay Harris. 12th quick for Hunt Gossam. Good looking lap for the Royal Center, Indiana. Bradley Jameson. So he works off turn 4. 6th quick, good lap. 14.711 opening lap. 8th quick now for Clay Harris. 14.740. And 9th quick for Hunt Gossam, 14.754. 3rd and final lap. Does he move up? Does not. 6th quick for Bradley Jameson. 8th quick for Clay Harris. And Hunt Gossam, we'll see if he can improve. 9th quick. So 9th quick for Hunt Gossam. The best of that trio is going to be Bradley Jameson at 6th quick. Right now, time to beat Cole Falloway, 14.403.
Next trio led onto the racetrack by multi-time Hell Tour winner this year, Michael Ledford. Ledford out of Pontiac sits 3rd in the point standing. Should move up to 2nd after this weekend. He, of course, sits in that Royal Race Car All-Star Performance 09 car. He'll work down the front straightaway. Right behind him, driver that picked up his first ever Hell Tour win this year. It's Success, Mississippi's Chase Holland. Holland in that MB Customs Race Car, West Trucking Industrial Dock, and door number 45. And Brad DeYoung on the racetrack as well. DeYoung, of course, out of Wheatfield, Indiana, sitting in that P&G Power Diamond Race Car number 7.
Ledford 15th quick. Chase Howland, a good effort. 7th quick for Howland. And 20th quick for Brad DeYoung. So we'll see if Ledford in that Royal Race Car can improve. 4th quick for the Madman. He's got that Royal Race Car rolling. Chase Howland will be 8th quick. And 20th quick for Brad DeYoung, 8th quick for Chase Holland. And how about it for the Madman off turn 4? Does he go faster? He does not. 4th quick. How about Holland, 8th quick? And Brad DeYoung is going to finish up 20th quick. But how about it for the 9 of the Madman, Michael Ledford, 14.633, 4th fastest overall, 8th for Chase Holland, 20th for Brad DeYoung. Still chasing Cole Falloway at 14.403.
Extra cars set to roll. Lyndon Whitfield will be the first driver out. He's from right here in Fairbury in that Ace Motorsports, Dyer's Top Rounds, Pontiac RV, sponsored 21 cars. He works down the back straightaway. Right behind him, your defending Dirt Car National Champion and PDC winner Michael Long. He's out of Fowler, Illinois, the Discount Tire and Service Rick's Transit Repair. Denny G. Woodworth, attorney at law, 18L. And the 0 is going to roll to the racetrack as well. That's Travis Kaler. Kaler out of Morris, Illinois, in the family BP Ghostbusters exterior cleaning number 0.
Lyndon Whitfield, 16th quick at 14.860. 15th quick for Michael Long at 14.800. And Travis Kaler did not get a lap, did not pick up anyways. Next lap for Lyndon Whitfield, 17th quick. We'll see if Michael Long can improve. He does. He moves into the top 10. 7th quick for Michael Long, the driver to Fowler. Illinois, been red hot and did not get a lap yet for Travis Kaler. We'll have to check transponder possibly there. Lyndon Whitfield finish up 17th quick. How about Michael Long? Moves into the top 10. 7th quick for Michael Long. And did not get a time for Travis Kaler. But Michael Long moves into the top 10. He is 7th quick. Lyndon Whitfield, once again, is 17th quick and did not get a time on Kaler. Did you?
Nope, they'll check transponder on that, see if what's going on there for Travis Kaler. Next pair of drivers that's going to roll to the racetrack. We've got 4 cars to go. Mike Harrison will be the first driver onto the racetrack in this pair. He's at a Highland. Of course, he sits in that Stoltz Excavating Truckers Automotive Summit Racing Equipment 24. All right, behind him will be Dean Hoffman. Hoffman will roll to the racetrack as well. He's out of Troy, Illinois. That Menard, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Imperial Bowl, Maxima Racing Oil, 1D. 2 cars in this group, 2 cars left to go here in Group A.
We'll check on Mike Harrison. I believe the first time he's been to the Fairbury Speedway in that modified. Usually races several times before July and August here. We'll see how he does. Got his work cut out for him right now. 22nd fastest in the 24H. Dean Hoffman, 8th quick. Last time he was here had some bad luck. So see if he can turn his luck around. He's got a good lap. He's moved into the top 10. 8th quick for Dean Hoffman. Mike Harrison off for turn number 4 will be 22nd fastest. 8th quick for Dean Hoffman on lap number 2. And again, Mike Harrison rolling down to the inside. Probably not his cup of tea here at the Fairbury Speedway, but see if he can improve. 2 spots, 20th, 14.895. 8th quick, 14.697. Dean Hoffman moves into the top 10, 8th quick, but Mike Harrison with some work to do. He is back in 20th.
Travis rolling back onto the racetrack in the 0. They've taken a look at the transponder there. As he rolls back onto the speedway, we'll let him get his laps in, and then we'll go with the final 2 drivers here in qualifying Group A. Still, Cole Falloway's 14.403. The time to beat here in Group A. They're going to roll him right there to the bottom of turn number 4. Didn't get word if it was a non-working transponder or if there wasn't one, but either way.
Falloway, Friedman, good lap for Austin Friedman. Of course, has had some twins here as of late, so a new father there trying to balance life. That would change things, right?
Yes,
so the balance there, but a good run for Austin Friedman, a good way to start the night. Falloway, Friedman, Brooks. He has been very fast as of late. Some win there at Kankakee. Michael Ledford, of course, as you know, has been fast this summer. Well, Landon Miller, he sat on the pole this event in the past. Dylan Woodling and Michael Long, of course, he's been on a hot heater here at Fairbury. Dean Hoffman and Bradley Jamieson and Chase Holland round out your top 10. We'll see if anybody can beat Cole Falloway's 14.403.
Kaler back on the gas. Final 2 qualifiers will join him. The black and green 0 will be Damian Kiefer. He's in Bloomsdale, Missouri. That Premier Shutters, Apex Industries, D. Keefe Speed. Number 0 and the 45's Kyle Hammer. Hammer to Clinton, Illinois. That Hammer Strength, Slicker Graphics, Allgaier Performance, and Troy Page Excavating 45.
Some of the times coming in here. Damian Kiefer, 27th fastest, 14.722. 28th fastest for Kyle Hammer. 26th fastest for Travis Kaler. So 3 drivers have got some work to do here. Off for 11th quick for Damian Kiefer. He picks it up. 19th quick for Kyle Hammer. So Kiefer not quite in the top 10, but a good lap, 11th quick. 26th fastest for Travis Kaler. Our final 3 qualifiers here in Group A. And Damian Kiefer looks like he got into the Ute tire there in the infield. 11th quick. Hammer, 19th quick. And that will do it. So the fastest of those 3, how about Damian Kiefer and 0 with a little damage.
Yeah, fastest qualifier there in Group A, 14.403 about Cole Falloway. We're going to leave everybody down on the infield. We'll roll right with qualifying Group B. First 3 drivers in this will be led out by Springfield, Illinois' Zach Taylor. Taylor going to roll to the front straight away. That Taylor Brothers towing NCP Speed Machine Z24 as he works his way down the front straightaway. Ray Bollinger will roll with him. Ray, of course, down the front straightaway out of Kewanee in the Nutrient Ag. Elgin Heating and Cooling, Leary Korth Farms, 77 car, and Frank Marshall on the racetrack as well. Frank out of Valparaiso, Indiana, sitting in that Wise Graphics and Design G. Marshall Incorporated at a Westside Tractor number 28.
Zach Taylor behind the wheel of the late model now, ZT1. Driving not double duty this weekend, just in the modifieds. Did not get up here. Sorry. I'm going to do a refresh here. Might not be picking up here. We might have to go next door to check the timing and score. So we'll get you the timing scoring as soon as possible here. So again, we will get that corrected here, and I can read the numbers right off the scoreboard here. 24 will be Zeke McKenzie. 88 going to be Alan Stipp. And we get a car sliding, but will stay green. Turn number 4. Back at it here in qualifying. Chris, are we getting things straightened out, my man?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not real sure here on that one. I will tell you, Ray Bollinger, 14.969. Fastest in that first trio. We mentioned Zeke McKenzie on the racetrack. Zeke out of Claypool, Indiana. The J. Becker Trucking. Kaiser Manufacturing, Integra 24. Alan Stipp, you saw on the racetrack. Alan's gotten upside down twice in the last month or so. He's at a Chatsworth. Of course, in that corner, it's Construction Sierra Towing 88. And Tim Nash on the racetrack as well. Nash out of Farmington, Missouri. That old number 7 garage. Hobus Race Engines, number 7.
14.836. 8.11 for the 7 machine. May be the fastest lap. 8.54 for Zeke. And Alan Stipp, 1.5131. And the 7 of Nash, 15.075. So here's what we're going to do. We'll have Chris come in here, and he can read you the cars, and I'll stand in the other room and get the times for you. So sit down there and relax, Chris, and we'll work on getting you some time updates here. You just have fun with these cars. Here we go.
You got her. First driver onto the racetrack in this group. How about double-duty racer Jerry Bowersock? The Jedi out of Wapakoneta, Ohio. He's going to roll down the back straightaway here in that Lifetime Rock number 5X car down the front straightaway. Bo DeYoung on the racetrack as well. Bo, he's out of DeMont, Indiana in that 27 car. Of course, it's in that Napa Auto Parts Snyder Auto 27. And Trent Young on the racetrack as well. Trent out of Crofton, Kentucky. He's in that Justin Nash Enterprises McKinney's Body Shop number 10. Why? Everybody rolling down the front straightaway here. Looks like Bo DeYoung to the top of the speed charts here in the 27. Jerry Bowersock in that second spot. Not sure of the situation on the live timing here. We're going to get that corrected as we continue on with qualifying here in Group B. Got for Bo DeYoung. Next 3 cars beginning to roll onto the racetrack. Josh Harris will be the first driver out. He's out of Utica, Kentucky in that 22 car. Josh has not raced a ton here in 2025. He's in that Ted Brown's Quality Paint and Body Shop, Drake's Restaurant, Oakley Motorsports 22. Matt Fabrizius on the racetrack as well. Matt out of Genoa, Pitbull Motorsport Design Country Auto Mall, Bilstein 0. And Alan Weiser doing double duty here this weekend. Weiser, of course, in that 12 car out of Peoria. In that Carmody Services Longhorn at number 12. Josh Harris, 14.791, 14791. Fabrizius, 15.003. And Alan Weiser, 14.888 here for that trio. Looks like live timing is back. Everybody populating back in the way it needs to be. Josh Harris, fastest lap in qualifying Group B. 14.701. Then it's Bo DeYoung, Alan Weiser to third. 14.761. Jerry Bowersock and Tim Nash. Top 5 here is everybody heading to the checkered. So we'll wrap up this group, working about third of the way through qualifying Group B. We got her all straightened out. The Kentuckian fastest onto the scale pads at Drake's Restaurant, 22
and
for
Josh. Yeah, and he had a scary moment. He passed out earlier at the Cellcast Southeast Livingston County Ambulance Service. Had to go help him there. Pumped him up. Got him rehydrated. Yes.
Dang.
Had an ambulance call back there to the Josh Harris pit, but got him pumped up. Maybe got him some of that KK drip. That's right. Got him all pumped up. He's ready to go.
Hey, whatever works. He's fastest so far. Next trio will be led out by Daniel Adam. New skin on the 75 of Daniel Adam. Of course, he's out of Peru, Illinois. In that 75 ride, that mobilization funding 75 for Daniel Adam. Mike Brooks will roll down the back straightaway as well. Mike out of Bartonville, that Chuck's Towing. Reeser Landscaping number 3. And Mark Rhodes on the back straightaway as well. He's out of West Chicago in that Precision Auto Reconditioning Scratch Dent Ding number 73. under caution here.
Yeah.
So we've got Mike Brooks turned around in tier number 2. So right now it's Josh Harris, Bo DeYoung, Alan Weiser, Jerry Bowersock, Tim Nash. These are the top 5. 14.403 was Cole Falloway's time to beat qualifying Group A. 14.701 right now. Josh Harris in 22.
Again, Mike Brooks picking up a win a year ago. Spoon River Speedway was their track champion back in 2022. Was the 3 of Mike Brooks as we get back underway.
Back to green we go. Everybody back on the clock here. First driver back by will be Mark Rhodes.
Car's turning a lot of laps under the sun. You can see turns 1 and 2 kind of widening out now as the sun starts getting completely in the shade here. But once the sun gets down here, we get work on the track a little bit here. I think it'll make it better for racing purposes. But right now, again, a lot of laps, a lot of cars under the sun here. 8th quick for Mike Brooks and his limited laps there after mishap. Another driver who's had some success as well, been out on the road racing, is Mark Rhodes. 14th quick, and Daniel Adam 13th quick. So 3 of Mike Brooks moves into the top 10. 8th quick for the 3.
Next trio begins to roll. It'll be Fairview Heights, Illinois' Ryan Hamilton. Hamilton in that McCullough's Heating, Russ Erlinger, Crane, Afka Racing, Shocks 58. Work his way into turn number 3. Right behind him will be Charlie Mefford, driving to Button, Kentucky. Sitting in that Mefford Construction K1 race, Garrett Motorsports number 13. And the 81 rolls to the racetrack as well. That's Fairbury's Victor Strong. Strong in that Archuloni's Pizza, Edelman Incorporated at number 81.
First lap times coming. Ryan Hamilton coming off a big Mars win. Federated Auto Parts, I-55 Speedway at Peabody, Missouri moves into the top 5. 4th quick for Ryan Hamilton. He's got that 58R rolling. Charging Charlie moves into the top 10 as well. 16th quick for Victor Strong. Good to see Quick Vic in the PDC. And Ryan Hamilton goes to number 1. Ryan Hamilton to the top of the charts at 58R. 7th quick for Charlie Mefford. Victor Strong going to be 16th quick. And Ryan Hamilton trying to put a cherry on the top. 14.681. Good lap for Hamilton. About Charlie Mefford goes to the top. 14.637. So playing Indian giver, Victor Strong going to be 16th quick. How about it for Ryan Hamilton? He's now 2nd. But fastest qualifier at 13, Charlie Mefford. 14.637, the fastest.
Next trio rolling that 220, 242 car. That's Deegan Dozard. And Dozard out of Peoria. That big city auto. Turk alignment, Chuck's towing 242 as he rolls down the back straight away. Right behind him will be the 99. That's Blake Brown. Brown to the Corbin, Kentucky in the Clayton Homes, Don Franklin Dealerships, and Ice House Restaurant number 99. And down the front straight away, last year's Dirt Car Summer Nationals champion Mike McKinney. McKinney out of Plainfield, Illinois. That's Sierra Towing and Recovery, Bilstein Shocks, Polkjoy Plumbing, Heating and Electric number 96.
Diggy Small's going to be 17th quick. And B Square goes to the top. How about it for Blake Brown, the Corbin, Kentucky driver? Goes to the top. Mike McKinney 17th quick. Deegan Dozard off turn 4. 17th quick for Deegan Dozard. Blake Brown to the top. 14.608 on the opening lap. And see if Mike McKinney can improve. He does. 13th quick for McKinney at 14.962. Third and final lap for Dozard. 18th quick. Blake Brown. 14.608. Race fans, he's number 1. Off turn 4. McKinney, 12th quick. And how about it for Blake Brown? Quick time in the 99. 1.4608.
2 more groups of 3 to go. It'll be Derek Losh, picked up a Hell Tour win this year. Kankakee earlier in June. He's out of Rensselaer, Indiana. Superior Sales and Service, Toro, Aggressive Graphics. 21 as he works down the back straight away. Levi Kissinger will be rolling out there with him. He's out of Mount Vernon, Indiana. And that Kissinger's Red Angus, Ted Brown's Quality Paint and Body Shop, Advanced Racing Suspensions, number 8K. And Jeff Curl from right here in Fairbury. He's going to roll down the front straight away. Curl, of course, in that black and yellow number 12. In that Pontiac RV Help Markets, number 12.
Derek Losh having a fantastic season. 6th quick so far. 22 fastest for Levi Kissinger. Kind of a curl night. Can he take advantage? He does not. 18th quick for the 12. One of the drivers who loves these slick racetracks. 6th quick, impressive for Derek Losh in car number 21. 18th quick for Levi Kissinger. And off turn 4 can Curl improve. He does not. 19th quick for Jeff Curl. Final time. 6th quick for Derek Losh. Levi Kissinger, former PDC winner in the modified division in 8K. 18th quick and 19th quick for Jeff Curl. Good lap for Derek Losh. He continues to be fast. The driver to Rensselaer, Indiana. Big shout out to Mike White. He's here tonight, Toro dealer.
Final 3 cars for the mods. Rolling onto the racetrack, Mike Chastain Jr. will be the first driver out. He's out of Peoria in that Reeser Landscaping. Avco Performance Great Lakes Speed C40 car. Down the back straightaway, right behind him will be Deese Schwartz. Deese down the front straightaway in that 121 car. Deese, of course, out of Ashmore, Illinois. That Danny Schwartz trucking number 121. And Braden Doyle, the final member of the Schwartz racing team. Doyle sat in the pole in his first ever Hell Tour race at Brownstown Bullring about a month ago. He's down the front straightaways out of Ashmore, Illinois as well.
18th quick for Mike Chastain Jr. Deese Schwartz, 24th fastest. And Braden Doyle moves into the top 20. 18th quick for Braden Doyle. Another driver having a very good summer here. 19th quick for Mike Chastain Jr. 25th fastest for Deese Schwartz, two-time defending BMOD national champion. And Braden Doyle, 18th quick for the 2 machine. Final 3 laps of qualifying here tonight. 19th quick for Mike Chastain Jr. 20th quick for Deese Schwartz. And Braden Doyle is 18th fastest here in Group B. Chris Steppen. That will do it for qualifying, my friend.
That will do it. Fastest driver in Group B tonight with a lap of 14.608 seconds. It'll be Corbin, Kentucky's Blake Brown in that 99 car. And the fastest driver in Group A and fastest overall tonight. Down the front straightaway, it is his 4th fast timing effort during the Summer Nationals this year. He was fast time at Peevely on night number 2 at Spoon River and LaSalle. Now fast time tonight as well out of Owensboro, Kentucky with a time of 14.403 seconds. Give him a hand, Cole Falloway. Tonight's overall quick qualifier in 66. So Cole Falloway, Mike, 4 times fast qualifier with the Summer Nationals. Of course, he ran about half of the Hell Tour races this year. Every time he entered, certainly one to beat. Looks like he is sitting in victory lane, Ashton, as we get set to have a conversation with Cole Falloway.
Yeah, Cole Falloway, the fastest modified on property so far today. 55 drivers, and you're the fastest so far. How does that feel rolling into the showdown feature?
Good for sure. It was nice getting to go out early there because the track kept slowing down, but they're short prelims tonight. We got a lot of good guys still behind us, so we'll just see what we can do and hopefully can win one of them.
Cole Falloway, fastest overall in the mod qualifying here tonight, has 15 laps to stay in that front position to win his showdown feature later tonight.
All right, Ashton, thank you very much. Congratulations, Cole Falloway, tonight's overall fast qualifier in the Summit Racing Equipment Dirt Car UMP Modified tonight. Of course, 55 cars strong. Cars making their way off the infield. Get ready for their showdowns a little bit later on tonight. For those of you watching on DIRTVision, we are going to step aside here. A little bit of track prep going on prior to opening ceremonies. We'll send you off to a break, and we will bring you back with the opening night of the PDC.
Fast One Speed Shop is your destination for the parts you desire. If you've ever craved dealer-type pricing on most major brands without hefty buy-ins, now's your opportunity. Whether you're into circle track, drag, street, repair shops, hot rods, or more, we've got you covered for just $99.99 a month. The Fast One Parts VIP Club is unmatched, so start saving hundreds or thousands by joining the VIP Club today. Visit us online at fast1speedshop.com or fast1parts.com.
At Kaiser Manufacturing, our commitment to engineering and developing new products is reflected in the wide range of fabricated items we produce for the manufacturing and retail industries. From simple to complex fabrication, we can do that. We have a full team of engineers ready to take your concept from prototype to full production. Call us for a quote today to see your next idea brought to life. Kaiser Manufacturing, proud to be Michigan made.
DIRTVision would like to thank our friends at Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts for helping us get from track to track.
Out of Lake Elmo, Minnesota. In his 8th year of Super Late Model Competition, the Soyboard Calf Ranches, Blanda Pressure Washers, Handco Corporation, Fuel Factory, The Real Cafe, B1, it's Brent Larson.
Only the toughest drivers can handle the World of Outlaws Late Model Series. Only the toughest pressure washers carry the name Landa.
Welcome back to everyone watching around the world on DIRTVision, home to the greatest shows on dirt. You're watching our Prairie Dirt Classic coverage from Fairbury Speedway. Mike, qualifying complete for both World of Outlaws and the Dirt Car Summit Racing Equipment Modified Nationals. Let's talk, there's a little bit of track prep that's going to take place here. About 20, 22 minutes, of course. We want to give the fans the best product possible. Mother Nature obviously rained on us last night. You know, they had this track sealed up nice and hard. And today there was a threat of weather in the area, and they just wanted to make sure they didn't put too much water on it, you know, because you can always add more, but you can't take out the moisture from the racetrack. So
I'll be honest with you, we were ready at the ready meeting, and it was beautiful out. It was overcast, the sun was not shining, and we went to the we went to the ready meeting, you and I, around lunchtime. I think that was around noon, and Matt Curl came in and said the track is absolutely perfect. And then about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours later, 2 o'clock, the sun came out and just baked it. And I don't want to say the track wasn't ahead, it wasn't ready, but then again, we started at 5:30 hot laps. We've been racing under the sun. Think about how many cars have also taken time, plus hot laps. What do we got, 78 late models, something
55
like that?
How many mods, 55?
Yeah, 55 mods, 78 late models. They hot lapped all the late models. They hot lapped, or then they turned around and qualified them all 2 laps, and then they turned around 55 modifieds. Hot lap qualified, you know what I mean? So there has been so many laps on the track already, and it's held up great. I mean, we saw one of the, was it Group 2, I think, with the late models, one of the final qualifiers came in and posted a top 10 spot. So if you had a good enough car, you could have started up front in one of these showdown features for sure. And it's going to be interesting to see. We're going to put some water on it, and they're going to do what they do, and it's going to be great racing, no doubt about it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. These 4 showdowns, Mike, are the 4 that I look forward all year. Because it's your chance to get into the Prairie Dirt Classic. I mean, it's right here. 4 showdown features. The top 4 go directly to the Prairie Dirt Classic. 16 drivers, Mike, after tonight will be locked into the PDC. And after that, your chances are really slim because we only have 2 last chance showdowns tomorrow. And then the non-qualifiers race and then the PDC. Mike, joining us on the broadcast as well, Ashton Smythe. Ashton down there taking in her first Prairie Dirt Classic.
Okay.
Ashton, I know it's only been qualifying, but man, with the atmosphere here, you saw the drone shot. Just what are your thoughts so far, Fairbury?
Yeah, guys, this has been absolutely incredible, and I was able to be a race fan on Wednesday as well, something I don't often get the opportunity to do, and it was super cool to see how this racetrack races. Man, was it a feature. Bobby Pierce, RTJ obviously battling all up front, but tonight only 25 laps in each of these showdown features, and guys, front row of the first feature, Garrett Alberson, Jonathan Davenport, two very strong drivers, but third place,
Yes.
Brian Shirley. I didn't get to talk to him earlier on. He was actually taking a nap when I went over there to talk to him in the pits, but I talked to him after he laid down his qualifying lap, and he was very, very happy with the car. We know Brian Shirley here at Fairbury Speedway is always very good, so a happy Brian Shirley and a confident Brian Shirley is a good recipe going into the showdown feature.
Yeah, let's break these down real quick, Ashton. Let's keep you here, but let's just talk about that first feature. Right, Garrett Alberson on the front row with Jonathan Davenport. Brian Shirley's been really good, coming off a 5th and a 3rd weekend at Sharon. He's going to be fun to watch. And how about Caden McWhorter there?
Yeah, we talked about Caden McWhorter Wednesday night. Of course, Dustin Jarrett was on here, and, he was talking highly about that young man on a freshly prepared racetrack. It's going to be fast early on. Caden McWhorter, one of those guys that can run the high side here at the Fairbury Speedway. Can he hold his own and make his very first PDC he ever entered? That would be a story.
Ashton, I want to bring you in. Dennis Erb Jr. going to roll off 5th in showdown feature number 1. We talk about his success as a late 7 straight top 10s for Dennis Erb Jr. in the last 7 outings with the Outlaws. 4 of those being in the top 5. He's rolling off 5th. He's going to be one to watch. They've really turned things around here this second part of the season.
Yeah, for sure. And Caden's going to have his hands full trying to play defense there with Dennis Erb Jr. If there's anything that Dennis knows how to do, is to run the bottom, especially here at Fairbury Speedway. And he's only starting 1 spot out of that transfer position, depending on how the racetrack goes. That bottom side is the more dominant side. Dennis Erb is going to be a fan favorite to make some moves and make his way into the race. So Caden's definitely going to have his hands full there at the initial start of that first feature.
There's one superstar name that we haven't even touched on in this first feature, and he's starting 11th, Ricky Thornton Jr., Mike.
Wow, it's going to be fun. He'll start 11th, and I'm sure the 20RT going to put on a show. Don't take your eyes off the 11R starting inside of row number 8. He'll start 7th. Josh Rice as well, another driver that loves to run the high side. So definitely some storylines in that showdown feature number 1.
Ashton, let's move on to showdown feature number 2. Your front row, Bobby Pierce. How about this? Bobby Pierce, if he can win the Prairie Dirt Classic, that'll be the first time a driver won the PDC back-to-back years in 24 years. The last driver to do it, he actually won it 3 years in a row, Bob Pierce, and that was his father. He starts on the front row, a showdown feature number 2 with Dalton Wilson. Ashton.
Yeah, and I was able to talk to Bobby earlier on today, and he said the script's kind of been flipped now since he won his first PDC last year. Wasn't, okay, when are you going to win a Prairie Dirt Classic? It now becomes, when are you going to catch your father? Definitely a fan favorite moving into here, and I was talking to Bobby earlier and told him that stat, and he was like, man, that is so cool. It'd be super cool to top his father here tonight, and Bobby feeling very, very confident so far, but on his outside, big perm, Dalton Wilson, very fast every single time here at Fairbury Speedway, and was feeling very confident as well, so it'll be an interesting start to that one as well.
Dalton Wilson finished 3rd in last year's Prairie Dirt Classic. Mike, the 18D did really, really well. He has 2 PDC starts, got 13th in 2023, got 3rd last year. Dalton Wilson, don't sleep on him this weekend.
Absolutely not in that 18D machine. The big perm, and Dalton Wilson, again, is one of those drivers who's very consistent, had a consistent 18D. Another driver I'm keeping my eyes on. He's starting 6th if it's up on the cushion. The high side hustler. He's been running around the bottom. I got a feeling Jason Palyabicki maybe going to put a setup on there and see if the high side hustler can live up to his moniker. Maybe Jason Fager can come to the front as well. And again, the 9th starter, how about T-Mac out of Watertown, New York? Tim McCready will start 9th. We'll see if he can work his way through the field as well.
There's one guy starting in front of him, Mike. Ashton, I want to bring you in on this one. You had him in the pre-race. He's rolling off 8th. He has a lot of work to do. He's finished 2nd in the Prairie Dirt Classic 3 times. Mike Marlar is the most recent driver you interviewed in World of Outlaws Real American Beer Victory Lane. He rolls off 8th. Mike Marlar has some work to do here tonight, Ashton.
Yeah, after qualifying earlier, Mike Marlar was not too happy with where he ended up, but he has 25 laps to do so, which isn't a long time, but Mike Marlar is a very veteran driver, but doesn't have that much experience here at Fairbury Speedway. So we'll see what Mikey does later on. And right behind him, Jake Tim, also been plagued with issues this week. Had a motor go out in qualifying on Wednesday, so they had to swap motors motors this week. Lots of commotion back there at the 49 pit, but good qualifying, or decent qualifying session for Jake Tim, and he'll roll off 10th. And behind him, Turbo Tyler Erb. Man, has he been struggling so far this week. Wednesday was not his night, and he has a lot of work to do here in this showdown feature.
Yeah, absolutely. Other notable drivers here, Tyler Erb, he's going to roll off 12th. Ethan Dotson going to roll off 13th. And Frank Heckeness Jr., 13th. And then 14th will be Frank Heckeness Jr. Guys, let's move on to showdown feature number 3. Let's kind of dissect this one. Ashton, I want to bring you in. Brandon Shepard on the pole of showdown feature number 3. The last 2 years, he came to the Prairie Dirt Classic. Of course, he was in the Longhorn factory team car. Last time Brandon Shepard unloaded with a Rocket 1 at Fairbury. At the PDC, he led flag to flag for a $100,000 victory. He did really well at the Lucas Oil race. Got second to Jonathan Davenport. The Rocket 1 is on our radars here this weekend, Ashton.
Yeah, Brandon Shepard back in that Rocket 1. You heard him earlier on after we talked to him after he set quick time. He said, we just haven't necessarily found that consistency yet since being back in the Rocket 1. But as of late, they feel like they found it, and they're proving it here tonight. Like I said, 25 laps. And starting to his outside, Jason Jamison. What a kind of a comeback story here for them, or sort of an underdog story for Jason Jamison. It would be huge if he was able to lock into the feature here tonight. And Chris Simpson as well is rolling off 3rd in that showdown feature. Chris, every single time we see him out with the Outlaws, he always puts up a strong showing, and starting 3rd in that showdown feature, all he has to do is stay up front for those 25 laps.
Jason Jamison, one Prairie Dirt Classic start for him, and that was back in 2018, got 29th. Row 2, you'll have Chris Simpson and Mike Shannon Babb rolling off 4th in the 18.
Yeah, driver with a good opportunity here tonight in car number 18. I don't want to say hit or miss with the Moequa missile, but he's been very consistent, especially out there in the Mars Championship Series. He's just on the edge of just kind of a breakthrough, kind of getting not back on the radar. He's always been on the radar, but that big win he is also close to this year, and you can feel his confidence building and building the 18, the Moequa missile. If we could get that outside groove rolling, maybe Shannon Babb and Brandon Shepard could come to the front. The Illinois boys put on a show here in showdown feature number 3.
Ashton coming off a 6th and a 2nd at Sharon Speedway. Drake Troutman, of course, a 5th before that at Deer Creek, got his first win at the Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I-55 in Peevely, Missouri. Drake Troutman rolls off 6th. He's going to be fun to watch in feature number 3.
Yeah, Drake Troutman is always fun to watch out there on the racetrack. He really prefers those elbows up racier racetracks, so I could see him doing very well here at Fairbury Speedway tonight. And then right behind him, Dylan McCowan, obviously in that 75 car this year, ran a lot of summer nationals and very strong then as well. But when I talked to him earlier, he said, man, we have some ground to make up. He felt good after qualifying, but then after seeing the times of everyone else, he said, yeah, we have some work to do. So we'll see what they can do later on tonight. But guys, as we're sitting here talking and scrolling through these showdown features, I'm just noticing how stacked each of these showdown features are. Obviously, it's my first time here at PDC, but man, I'm looking forward to these 25 laps.
Yeah, and let's not forget, obviously not national points tonight for the World of Outlaws. Let's just get this straight now. Yes, these are shootout features here at the Prairie Dirt Classic, but for the World of Outlaws, they count as heat race wins. They are not official feature wins for the World of Outlaws. These are heat race wins in the record books. So not national points tonight for the World of Outlaws, but it sets you up for a big national points night tomorrow. And the reason I bring that up, Ashton, is because Nick Hoffman now trails Bobby Pierce by 92 points in the World of Outlaws Championship, and he is starting 13th in feature number 3. He has work to do.
Yeah, he struggled on Wednesday as well. We saw him and JD swapping notes leading up to this weekend here with the PDC, but Nick is just not where he wants to be in that number 9 car. He's been very good here. If you look back to last year, led 78 laps in the feature before that last lap pass with Bobby Pierce, and he ended up coming home in a 2nd place run. But his stats before that, he has mod wins here at the PDC, and then even before that has some solid top 10 runs in the late model as well. This is not where we're used to seeing Nick Hoffman is this far back starting in the showdown feature. So he's got a lot of ground to make up and not a lot of time to do it.
All right, thank you very much, Ashton. Let's go ahead and use showdown feature number 4 here. Break it down. Gordy Gundaker on the front row. Gordy Gundaker has had success here with the Dirt Car Summer Nationals. He's going to be fun to watch. And Hudson O'Neill, of course, inherits the outside of the front row after Brendan Smith failing to droop. He gets docked a row, so now Brendan Smith to the outside of row number 2 in feature number 4. But Hudson O'Neill and Gordy Gundaker are front row in the final showdown of the night.
Hudson O'Neal is super fun to watch around this racetrack. Throwback to Wednesday as well. He made that top side work when it seemed like no one else was able to. A little bit of something going wrong with that race car towards the end, but if he maybe had no issues that night, we very easily could have seen Huddy in victory lane, and I would not count that out this week. The DIRTVision crew was talking earlier this week, and we said, yeah, Hudson O'Neal's going to be one that you have to keep your eyes on. He's a very potential winner here this weekend, but Gordy Gundaker as well obviously knows this racetrack very well. That's going to be a great start to that feature. And then right behind them, Max Blair. What a run for Max Blair, starting third in the showdown feature. And then Brendan Smith as well. Very fast Wednesday in qualifying. Struggled when it came to the heat racing and then the actual feature action. So hopefully he took Wednesday's notes, was able to learn something about how to maneuver his race car around here at Fairbury Speedway. And we'll see if he's able to stay into that last transfer position.
One guy that brings attention to me, Ashton, is the 42 of McKay Winger. For those that don't follow, of course, he was driving the 99 Curliss Motorsports car. He recently departed that team, and now he's back in his own 42 car. That's a big storyline for McKay Winger. McKay Winger, the reason we talk about him, he's a local here at Fairbury, Illinois. He's a track champion here, two-time track champion. He's also won a track championship in a modified. He's really good here. His best finish out of all 11 World of Outlaws starts is right here, 7th with the Outlaws at Fairbury, the 2021 PDC, and he rolls off 6th, Ashton. Departing a team very recently and now back in his 42, he has a shot to get locked into the top 4 and make the PDC tomorrow, a local from right here at Fairbury.
And what a cool story that would be, Ruben. I actually talked to McKay after his qualifying run, and he was nothing but smiles, super happy with not only his starting position, but how that car felt. So that confidence as well, with his knowledge of this racetrack, is going to be huge moving forward into those 25 laps. Starting on the outside will be huge, but Ryan Gustin, Ruben, starting once again, or a little bit farther back than what we're used to seeing him, 13th. He has a lot of ground to make up as well.
Yeah, that was my next point. Ryan Gustin obviously has a lot of points to make up here because top 4 transfer. And of course, tomorrow you want to set yourself up at least good in LCS, but even then, that's going to start you at worst 17th, at best 17th, I should say. Some other notables in this one: Justin Duty will roll off 8th. You have, Mike Spatola rolling off inside row 6, and a couple other drivers, Tanner English, rolling off the inside of row number 9. So those are the 4 showdown features coming up. A little bit of track prep taking place here, and it's just a fantastic weekend, Ashton. I mean, we mentioned it, $60,000 already donated to the Shriners Hospital. What we get to do, we're very fortunate what we get to do, but when you have an awesome community like the racing community, we just came back from the Napa Auto Parts Go for 50, where we donated a lot of money, a lot of pull tabs, a lot of great things to the Ronald McDonald House. And then, of course, now we're doing it here with the Shriners. It's pretty cool to see all these race fans get together and raise that much money for a great cause.
The whole community here in Fairbury, Illinois comes together for this event, and that's something that makes it so special. And I've noticed exactly that. Driving through the town, everyone is out here at Fairbury Speedway this weekend. All sorts of different events. Like you said, a lot of money being donated to charity. Yesterday, we had a little bit of a women's wine night with a lot of the wives, the girlfriends, the other females who work in racing, which was super cool to get to meet with all of them and talk to some of them. And then obviously the auction happening last night. We had a band last night, and then moving forward into today, all of the events happening here at Fairbury Speedway. Not only is it a huge race, but it is a huge event as a whole, and it's super cool to be a part of.
Absolutely. All right, thank you very much, Ashton. We'll let you get ready for opening ceremonies here coming up shortly here. Track prep continuing here at Fairbury Speedway. We hope to see you at future World of Outlaw events. Race fans, once this is done, come tomorrow night, the World of Outlaws late models get ready for Wilmot. Monday night action on DIRTVision. If you don't have that DIRTVision Fast Pass, make sure to get it, because we have tons of racing coming at you from the World of Outlaws. And then next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the richest paying race in the history of Cedar Lake Speedway, $100,000 to win the USA Nationals next weekend. Just think about it. We just talked about Brandon Shepard. He led flag to flag last time he was here with Rocket One. With the World of Outlaws here at PDC, you get $500 every time you lead a lap in the 100 lapper. So if you lead flag to flag, that's an extra $50,000 on top of the $50,000 to win paycheck already. So if someone leads flag to flag tomorrow night at the Prairie Dirt Classic, that driver has an opportunity to win $200,000 with the World of Outlaws in a span of a week. I mean, next week we're giving out $100K to the winner. Someone could potentially win $100K tomorrow if they lead flag to flag, which is very hard to do, but we've seen it been done before. Just a lot of money with the World of Outlaws. And then we'll take a couple weeks off. Get ready for Highland, Illinois. Race fans, our final stop in the land of Lincoln. We hope to see you at Highland Speedway, Highland, Illinois, Wednesday, August 13th, and then Spoon River Speedway, Thursday, August 14th, followed by a doubleheader into Hawkeye State, Makokata Speedway, August 15th and 16th. We'll head to Arrowhead, where our friends of the Extreme Outlaw Midgets are tonight, as we will be there August 22nd and 23rd. And then, of course, Needmore, Sonoma, Tri-City, Humboldt, 81, Boot Hill, and the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the World of Outlaws World Finals. It's a fun road. Get that DIRTVision Fast Pass. You don't want to miss a lap of action. Track prep continuing here at Fairbury Speedway from the 35th Prairie Dirt Classic. You're watching coverage on DIRTVision. We'll be right back.
If your answer to the summer heat is let it rain, we're looking for you. Join us at Toyota Racing.
At Pit Boss Jack's, we put in the work in the shop so you can put in your work at the track. Engineering, speed, durability. Pit Boss Jack's, like a boss.
Honest Abe Roofing is America's favorite roofing company.
They took the time to discuss all of our needs.
I couldn't be happier with my new roof.
The best part, they came in under budget.
Honest Abe Roofing helped us with their easy payment solutions, and now we can make low payments on the roof that we actually wanted.
I guarantee you'll get the best price for your roof. That's what my ironclad lowest investment guarantee is all about.
MD3, the most advanced body panels on the market. Aerodynamically engineered, manufactured from the highest grade and lightest weight materials, tested tough for optimum performance. The highest quality and most durable products you'll find anywhere. Our products help racers around the world reach victory lane. Winning never looked so good. MD3, the #1 body choice for top dirt racers.